I want to encourage you to go there right now. Any major bookstore tonight and over the weekend when you do your shopping will have it. It's a great book to rescue the American spirit. Brett Baer. We'll be right back. You know, folks, Americans rely on credit cards for secure payments and seamless transactions. But consumers stand to lose it all with the Durbin-Marshall credit card mandate bill. Big government mandates favor corporate megastores and allow them to choose how your credit card is processed. They might end up using untested payment networks that could jeopardize your data security and rewards. Tell Congress to guard your card, because Americans lose when politicians choose. Visit guardyourcard.com to learn more. That's guardyourcard.com, paid for by the Electronic Payments Coalition.
Hey, I'm Mike Slater. My dad passed away at the age of 63. It's out of nowhere. Had a stroke. Super hard, obviously, for the whole family, but my dad had life insurance. This is why I have life insurance for my family, for my wife and 4 kids. And the best place to get life insurance is ethos.com, because you can do it in 10 minutes. And there's no medical exam and no blood test, just a few health questions. Get life insurance in 10 minutes so your family is protected. Ethos, E-T-H-O-S, ethos.com/Mike.
Time to go to work. Welcome to Artesia Bulldog Football on AM 990 and 93.7 FM KSVP and online at ksvptv.com.
Going to kick an onside, and they're going to let it go back to the, it's just going to run down the sideline, and that's Para. He's still on his feet. He's going to break and go. They're not going to be able to catch him. He spun out of a tackle tie. 10-5, touchdown. Artesia, that's 50.
Tonight, your Bulldogs are back home at the world-famous Bulldog Bowl, taking on the Rockets of Goddard High. Bulldog Football on AM 990 and 93.7 FM KSVP and online at ksvptv.com is presented by Abo Empire, Artesia Animal Clinic, Artesia Credit Union, Artesia Ford Sales, Artesia Historical Museum, Artesia Plumbing and Heating, Artesia Public Schools, Big O Tires of Carlsbad, Bulldog Outfitters, Buckhorn Productions, Kane Electric Supply, the City of Artesia, Deans Incorporated, Devon Energy, the Eddy County DWI Program, Edge Safety, Faith Baptist Church, First American Bank, Ben's Country Market, First Church of Artesia, Forest Tire of Artesia, Guy Chevrolet, H&R Block, Hermosa Church of Christ, Hawker & Sons, Incredible Printing, J.S. Ward, J&J Home Care, KC Light Tower, KFC of Artesia, La Fonda, Lois Oliver, Mac Energy, Major Supply, Nels Floral, Permian Construction, Pressure Services, Reliable Tent, Remax Axiom, Smile Expression, Southeast New Mexico College, Cape Branch of Artesia, Herpening & Sons, Western Bank, Wilbanks Trucking, Trans-Aero Medevac, Amigo Machinery, Artesia General Hospital, Bob Reed Pest Control, Central Valley Electric, Eastern New Mexico University Portales and ENMU Roswell, Moppin and Brown Dentistry, Pecos Valley Equipment, Roswell Seed Company, and Trustmark Roofing. Now, your Artesia Bull.
Hey there, Bulldog fans. Welcome to Artesia Bulldog Football Friday Night Lights here on KSVPTV.com and KSVP Radio. This is the pregame. Coming up top of the hour, we're going to have the Bulldogs taking on the Goddard Rockets. It's Goddard Week, Coach, and we're joined by Coach Rodriguez this week as Coach Moppin was unable to be in here right now. So, Coach, let's talk, before we get into Goddard, before we get into how practice has gone this week, let's talk about the big win. You guys get the win in Roswell at the Wool Bowl. It's kind of been a thorn in our side over the last few years, but go into the Wool Bowl, handle the game pretty well, and get the win. Go ahead and give the fans a recap of how you guys looked at it as coaches.
Yes, sir. So, honestly, going back to the bye week, we kind of had a good feeling rolling into the Goddard week. You know, since I've been here, that was probably the most focus I had seen our team in preparation for that week. You know, and the nice thing too is we didn't do too much to kind of strain them in that off week. We kind of sprinkled in some stuff here and there, but just the focus that they had in that week and then leading up to that game in that week of practice, you know, it said a lot about them. And the crazy thing was, you know, we kind of talked as a staff, and we felt that, you know, we didn't play a super clean game on either side of the ball. Like, you can watch the film and there's a few instances where, you know, things kind of get a little muddy, you know, mistakes happen here and there, but, you know, just kind of reiterating to our kids, you know, when we fix those mistakes, we're going to be hard to beat. And that was kind of the impressive thing to see, you know, playing not such a clean game, but still winning in the fashion that we did. The other thing that goes along with that, you know, we've been preaching a lot of things to the kids this year in terms of like the Bulldog standard. And one of the things we talked about was grit. And our kids showed a lot of grit that Friday night. There were some things that didn't go our way. We had some penalties called, some plays happen here and there. And the amount of fight that we had from those kids, it said a lot about them. And we were really proud of them as a staff.
Yeah, I think most Bulldog fans would agree with you.
Sir.
It was a fun win to watch, and when things don't go your way, maybe penalties aren't called that you thought you might have deserved, or maybe some were called that didn't look like they might have been, to be able to fight back through those kind of things.
Sir.
And you really have to do that. You kind of got to go in prepared to say that we're not going to let anybody else beat us.
Yes, sir.
We're certainly not going to beat ourselves. All right, well, let's move forward now to this week. You got the Goddard Rockets, and they've been a little bit down recently, but they're always a tough match for the Artesia Bulldogs. They want to beat us as bad as we want to beat them. And if they were to win, then that really would muddy up some water as far as the year-end stuff goes. But talk about this week in practice, what you guys saw from the players bouncing back or coming off that big win against Roswell.
We had a pretty good week of practice. We did we had a little bit of a hanger coming off of that win. Monday was a little bit slower, but after that, Coach Maupin kind of talked to the guys after practice and, having them understand, that wasn't it. The end goal wasn't just to win that game. We still have a few more games to play, and then we have to jump right into playoffs. And, kind of bringing the kids back to reality, I guess you could say, and having them refocus, really did a lot for us. And then Tuesday, we had a great Tuesday. And then Wednesday, I would argue that was probably one of our better Wednesday practices, So that's a nice thing to see after that big win. The kids are still hungry to get better. They're hungry to continue to improve.
Well, so you've got Goddard, and we're going to be talking to Coach Saxon here in a little bit. The fans will see that, but just talk a little bit about Goddard. They're a familiar foe for Artesia. We've played them a lot of times.
Yes, sir.
I think since they've been in existence, which I think Goddard High School was built and opened up in the 60s maybe. But like I said when we started this conversation, no love lost between Goddard and Artesia. Now, they do have a relatively new head coach and Coach Bolaños, but just give the fans a little bit of insight. We'll get the scouting report in a minute, but a little bit of insight about how the Bulldogs get ready for Goddard.
I think you kind of hit the nail on the head earlier when you talked about them being a tough team. And I think that's since I've been in high school, and even way farther back than that, Goddard has always been a tough team. They're tough kids. They're going to put their nose to the grindstone and they're going to get after, regardless of the talent level they have, regardless if they've been up or down, they're going to get after you. And that's something you got to respect about them. Kind of like what you talked about with Coach Bolaños, I think he's really turning that program around for the better. They did have those down years, but I think, they're slowly and gradually getting back to where, they're starting to be a name in the conversation. And, we've talked about in the office too, we think they're, third or fourth best team in the district, regardless of what their record says or, the players they have. And they have some studs on both sides of the ball. They got guys that are going to get after it. They got talented guys. They got size. They got speed. So, I think a lot of people kind of see what Goddard has been in the past, and that's what they've kind of identified them as. But, that's something we always talk about is you gotta respect those guys because no matter what, they're going to get after you.
All right, Bulldog fans, here at the top of the hour, we'll have the ball game. Goddard's here in town at Bulldog Bowl. Before that, here on the pregame show, we're going to have Coach Saxon with the scouting report. You want to make sure you stay tuned for that. And then we'll have some of the Bulldog players meet the Bulldogs right before kickoff. Go Bulldogs.
It's lunchtime in Artesia. Why settle for ordinary when you can have extraordinary? At La Fonda, we've been serving Artesia since 1965 with authentic New Mexican favorites.
I'm on my lunch break, and nothing beats La Fonda's green chili chicken enchiladas. Fast, hot, and delicious.
Join us weekdays from 11 to 2 at 210 West Main. Dine in, take out, or call ahead at 575-746-9377. Make your lunch break the best part of your day. La Fonda, where flavor feels like home.
At Permian Construction, we're more than builders. We're your neighbors. Proudly serving communities across the Permian Basin, we specialize in commercial projects from $50,000 to $5 million, delivering quality, efficiency, and peace of mind. With our construction management at-risk approach, we handle every detail from design to completion, so you can count on results done right. Built on hometown pride and strong values, Permian Construction is committed to growing the places we all call home. Learn more at PermianConstruction.com, where Maggie the Bulldog says... which means go Bulldog.
Hi Artesia, Cambria here from your local KFC and Taco Bell. And boy, do I have some amazing Tuesday deals for you. If you're grabbing a quick bite for yourself, you gotta try our country fried steak meal. This includes our delicious home-style country fried steak patty served with mashed potatoes and white gravy, creamy coleslaw, and a buttermilk biscuit, all just for $4.99. Looking to feed the whole fam? We got you covered. Try our $20 meal deal. This includes 8 pieces of all dark meat chicken, large mashed potatoes and gravy, a large coleslaw, and 4 buttermilk biscuits. As always, it's great to be a Bulldog, and we hope to see you soon at your local KFC and Taco Bell.
Reliable Tent LLC has a brand new home at 1416 South 1st Street in Artesia, and they're ready to serve you. Now open Monday through Friday, 8 to 6, Reliable Tent specializes in professional window tinting and glass replacement for cars, trucks, SUVs, and yes, even big rigs and RVs. From reducing glare and heat to keeping your ride looking sharp, Reliable Tent has the experience and quality you can trust. Stop by their new location, 1416 South 1st Street in Artesia. Reliable Tent LLC, your local experts in tint and glass.
Kane Electrical Supply is your #1 distributor when it comes to the top-of-the-line inventory. Kane Electric carries name brands such as Appleton, Burndy, Fluke, Cooper Lighting, Hoffman, Phillips Lighting, iDeck, Klein Tools, and Square D. Kane Electric has your professionals and will assist you with any information you may have on electrical supplies. Kane Electric delivers on location too. Come by Kane Electric today in Artesia at 1911 North Roselawn.
H&R Block of Artesia is proud to be a member of the community and a sponsor of Artesia Bulldog Sports. At H&R Block, tax time is all the time. They offer year-round assistance for personal or business needs. From simple tax questions to bookkeeping, payroll services, and more. You can trust the team at H&R Block to be there when you need them most. Stop by 502 West Texas Suite A in Artesia or call 746-3456 to schedule an appointment. H&R Block, proud to support Bulldog Sports. Se habla español.
Bob Reed Pest Control protects you and your home by controlling pests that invade. Bob Reed Pest Control understands the importance of safety in and around your home from unwanted pests, and they offer answers and solutions when you need them most. Protect your home, your children, and your pets from the dangers of poisonous bugs and insects. Let Bob Reed Pest Control and their fully licensed professionals start working for you and your family today. Find them online at bobreedpestcontrol.com or call 575-623-5344. Serving all of Southeast New Mexico.
Welcome back here to Artesia Bulldog Football pregame show, Friday Night Lights, as we are here on KSVPTV.com and KSVP Radio. And I'm Joby Hodling, and I'm joined by our scout team coach this week, Coach Saxon. And, Coach, we've got Goddard here in town, and, throw out the record books. Not that they're having a bad year, because they're not. But they could be 0-10, or we could be 0-10, or whatever, and it's still going to be a battle.
Yes, sir.
So I think the fans expect that with Goddard in town. And let's talk a little bit about Goddard and let the fans know what they can expect tonight. Fairly new head coach.
Yes, sir.
He brought in a new, pretty much everything. So let's talk about let's start with their defense and what the fans can expect to see. Do they have a base? Do they have multiple sets that you might see from our offensive standpoint? How about their size and speed?
Yes, sir. So they're going to have a base 4-1, so 4 D linemen, 1 backer in the box. Run in predominantly cover 4. You'll see a little bit of cover 2 and cover 5 in there as well. Something that I thought was interesting, just being a defensive guy, looking back at it, when we played Goddard, they were known for playing spread teams with their safeties about 15, 20 yards back there. We're not really seeing that as much, and they don't have a ton of variety. They will go 4-2 a little bit sometimes, but it's predominantly a 4-1. They do have some really good size. I mean, if you just turn on the tape, they pass the eye test. I feel like Coach Bolaños has done a really good job just with that program in general, and they got some really good size. They don't really have a ton of two-way starters, just a few linebackers that kind of play tight end, but mostly they're all just one side of the ball and getting after it, and they have some really good size on the D-line and just some athletes in the back end.
Also, how about their speed? How are they going to match up with our speed?
I think I like our speed a little bit better, but I think they have some really good athletes that is going to put us in some situations at times where we got to kind of pick and choose what we want to do and where we want to attack.
Okay, well, let's move over to special teams and talk about the expectations there. If they run any kind of special stuff, or are they pretty vanilla? What can we see on their special teams?
They're pretty vanilla this year. Kickoff, they're a basic, just 5x5. They're not putting an extra guy on one side or the other. They did have a kicker, number 90. They've now gone to number 8, who's also one of their quarterbacks. He's their punter and their kicker now. Kickoff return, they go a 5-3-2-1. Really just looking to get that guy in the back of the ball as much as they can. Number one, he's a pretty good guy for him on offense. And then their punt return, just, like I said, kind of vanilla stuff. But what they do it really well. They're not trying to throw anything crazy at you, but what they do really well, and it's really rehearsed.
Can we anticipate them trying to get to our punter, or are they going to set up to return if and when we punt?
I think we'll more see a return. I think they have some athletes back there that they want to try and get the ball to as much as they can and give them opportunities to make plays rather than going after the punt.
Well, we don't punt a lot, but
yes, sir.
Just in case we did punt, I was curious. All right, well, let's move over to the offensive side. You're the D-line coach,
yes,
and
sir.
You're more focused on what their offense is going to be doing as you get ready for them. What are we going to see from their offense, and what's their split run to pass ratio, and also size and speed?
Yes, sir. They have some good size. Like I said, they have great size on both sides of the ball, the O-line, the D-line. Pretty run heavy. We're seeing a 72-28 run to pass the last couple games, which is, a lot of teams try and keep that 50-50, 60-40. So they're a little more run heavy. But what's interesting is they're running out of different formations. In the past they were a double tight, double wing team. They were just going to run it at you and you knew it was coming. Now they're a little more spread out. They're running a little more trio, a little more duo. So they still have that tight end type body in the offense, but they're spreading out some guys more, which is, it's understandable. They have some really long and good receivers that have some good speed, and they have some quarterbacks. They have a sophomore quarterback, number 8. He can throw it really well. And then they do rotate quarterbacks. Number 13 is their other quarterback. He can throw it and run it. But they're pretty run heavy, but they are sprinkling in more of that pass game, and I think that's what they're leaning towards going in the future.
Goddard was always notorious for being throw the student body right, bring the student body left. Is that still something that we look for, or are they doing more? Or are they doing other stuff out of that run?
They're doing a little bit other things. They're more handing the ball off more to their running back. They have a couple really good running backs. Number 12, number 21. They get they run the ball hard. They're hard to bring down at times, and it looks like they're trying to get to the edge a lot. They're not really running tackle to tackle. They're trying to spread you out and get to the edge. They do have a heavy set where they line up 4 guys right down the center. They shift one way, and then they run that student body. So they still have that in there a little bit, but it's not as predominant as it once was.
Okay, well, thank you, Coach.
Yes, sir.
Great scout report there. And Bulldog fans, stay here, because coming up we're going to have some Meet the Bulldogs. And, of course, at the top of the hour, 7 o'clock, Friday Night Lights right here at Bulldog Bowl. So if you're not already here at the Bowl, get here as quick as possible. But if you're somewhere else in the world and you're watching, stay tuned right here. KSVP Radio, KSVPTV.com. Go Bulldogs.
Now's the time to get a great deal on the #1 selling compact tractor in the U.S. Professional-grade mowers, durable Sidekick utility vehicles, and versatile compact tractors. It's the equipment you need to take care of your land. Right now, get select L2502 series for as low as $21,999 or $325 per month.
Visit your local Kubota dealer, Amigo Machinery at 2801 Southeast Main Street in Roswell.
And Sons of Artesia, a company specializing in excavation and construction, is proud to support and provide construction services to the people and businesses of Eddy County and the surrounding area. With their expert knowledge of the industry, Hawker & Sons is well equipped to offer top-level service and professionalism to all oil field businesses, commercial and private parties with excavation and construction needs. Call Hawker & Sons today at 575-365-3175 or visit their website at hawkerandsons.com. Go Bulldogs!
Join Southeast New Mexico College's student government and the offices on campus for Hallapalooza, a spooktacular evening of trick-or-treat from 3 p.m. to 6 p.m. on October 30th at SENMC, 1500 University Drive in Carlsbad. Go room to room to get free candy in a safe and fun environment. This event is open to the whole community.
Dean's Inc. of Artesia provides a superior choice for all your electrification, communication, and supply needs, with a vision to be the premier industrial electrical service provider in New Mexico and West Texas, providing unparalleled quality in supplies and service with highly skilled and conscious personnel. We pledge to our customers to exhibit the utmost in integrity and reputation while providing superior quality in all we do. Dean's Inc., located at 409 Commerce Road or online at deansinc.com.
There really is no one quite like you, and no one quite like the ones you love. At Turpinning & Son Mortuary, they take pride in providing families with the best service possible. The phrase, "we make it personal," is not just a tagline. It's the way they conduct themselves every day as they honor the ones you love in their own unique and special way. Located at 611 West Grand in Artesia. Visit artesiafunerals.com to learn more. Turpinning & Son Mortuary, proudly serving our community and your family since 1954.
Hey y'all, it's Holly with Nels Floral. We would like to share a big thank you to all of Artesia for all your support. And tell all the Bulldog athletes we're so proud of your accomplishments. Keep on being exceptional. Remember, Nels Floral is the place to go this fall for all of your Bulldog plush and gifts and fall flowers. Open Monday through Friday, 9 to 5 at 712 West Dallas Avenue, online at nelsfloral.com or call 575-746-3775. At Nels Floral, it's great to be a Bulldog.
Wilbanks LLC and Wilbanks. Welcome back to the Artesia Bulldog pregame show. It's now time to meet your Bulldogs.
My name is Jonathan Porto, class of 2027. I'm a junior. My position is defensive tackle. My parents are Jessica and Ventura DePorto. My favorite subject is history. My favorite thing about being a Bulldog is the brotherhood.
My name is Diego Molina. I am a junior, class of 2027. I play left guard on offensive line. My parents are Ray Molina and Karina Catano. My favorite subject is history. And favorite thing about being a Bulldog is going to the elementaries on Friday.
My name is Miles Love. I'm a junior, class of 2027. I'm a D end for the defense. My parents are Kendra and Scott Janway. My favorite subject is English. My favorite thing about being a Bulldog is being able to be a leader in my community.
My name is Kay Shaw. I'm a senior, graduating class of 26. I'm an offensive guard for the O-line. My parents are Lamar and Marty Shaw. My favorite subject is math, and my favorite thing about being a Bulldog is having a chance to win state.
My name is Evan Hild. I'm a junior, graduating class of 27. I'm a defensive lineman. My parents are Evan and Jessica Hild. My favorite subject is math, and my favorite thing about being a Bulldog are the traditions.
My name is Kyle Bean. I'm a junior at Artesia, and I play offensive line. My parents are Dusty and Raylan Bean. My favorite subject in school is science. My favorite thing about being a Bulldog is the community support.
My name is Briggs Beavers. I'm a senior, O-line, left guard. My parents are Dusty and Deanie Beavers. My favorite subject is biology, and I really love the community support.
That's your Meet Your Bulldog segment for this week. Pre-game show continues right after this.
We're Sandra and Morgan with Women for Better Artesia, here to remind you that early voting is happening right now. Election Day is November 4th.
When we stay home on Election Day, we let others make the decisions for our community.
That means fewer voices shaping what happens with our schools, our safety, and our local priorities.
Artesia deserves strong representation, and that only happens when you show up.
Be part of the change right here at home. Get out and vote.
My favorite subject in school is science. My favorite thing about being a Bulldog is the community support.
My name is Briggs Beavers. I'm a senior, O-line, left guard. My parents are Dusty and Deanie Beavers. My favorite subject is biology, and I really love the community support.
That's your Meet Your Bulldog segment for this week. Pre-game show continues right after this.
I'm Karen Waldrop, and I've made Artesia my home for many years. I've raised my family here, I've worked here, and I've served the community as a pharmacist to keep our families healthy and strong. I'm running for re-election for the Artesia Special Hospital District Ward 5 position because I care deeply about the quality of care for our community. We deserve quality health care right here at home. I'll bring a pharmacist's perspective, fiscal responsibility, and a commitment to keeping Artesia General focused on patient care. I'm Karen Waldrop, and I'd be honored to earn your vote for the Artesia Special Hospital Board, District 5.
Don't miss the Halloween savings this week at Fens Country Market in Artesia. Select packages of Oreo cookies are $4.88 each, and select boxes of Kellogg's breakfast cereals are $3.98 each. In produce, pints of juicy blueberries are $2.99 each, and jack-o'-lantern pumpkins are just $3.99 each. In the meat department, family packs of boneless New York strip steak are $7.99 a pound, and pork baby back ribs are just $2.97 a pound. These are just some of the Halloween savings this week at Fens Country Market in Artesia.
As the seasons change, it can be a great time to refresh your oral health too. Here's a few fall tooth care tips from Smile Expressions in Artesia. Fall is a great time to switch out your toothbrush. Toothbrushes should be replaced every 3 to 4 months. With fall coming comes fall baking, which means lots of sugar-laden treats. In addition to the goodies, try reaching for fruits and vegetables that are rich in fiber. And as the end of your insurance year approaches, now could be the perfect time to take advantage of any unused dental benefits. Please call and schedule your appointment today at Smile Expressions in Artesia.
Get great service with Pressure Services. Pressure Services LLC specializes in hydrovacs, vacuum trucks, kill trucks, sandblasting and coating, and roustabouts. The Bulldogs are champions on and off the field, and Pressure Services LLC are your champions when it comes to dependable, accountable, and efficient service. When you need it right, Pressure Services will be there for you. Pressure Services LLC, 575-736-1047. Go Bulldog! Are you ready to succeed? ENMUR's dedicated facilities and faculties provide an exceptional learning experience, from academic programs to behavioral sciences, business, health education, or technical education. ENMU Roswell offers a wide variety of certifications and degree programs designed to take your education and experience to the next level. Eastern New Mexico University Roswell, worth the journey. Roswell's hometown university.
Success starts here. ENMU Roswell.
I'm Ben from Roswell Seed Company.
And I'm John.
We've been helping New Mexico grow since 1898. Seeds, feed, fertilizer, tools, all the good stuff.
Basically, if it grows in the dirt, we probably sell it. Or at least argue about how good it'll grow.
We're just down on South Main, and we're always happy to help.
And hey, we throw in the advice and bad jokes, both equally unlicensed.
Go where the pros go. Roswell Seed Company.
Come explore Carlsbad Ford's huge inventory. From sleek sedans to rugged trucks, Carlsbad Ford has a huge variety of vehicles to fit your lifestyle. The best cars, the best trucks. Come find out why Carlsbad Ford is the best in southeastern New Mexico.
Oh, yeah!
At Carlsbad Ford Lincoln, their team is dedicated to helping you find the perfect vehicle with the best offers available. Carlsbad Ford, 2802 West Pierce, a proud supporter of high school sports.
Stephen, you've been drinking. Give me your keys.
Hand over the keys. It's the right choice. Never drink, then drive.
This message from the Eddy County DWI program.
Good evening, Bulldog fans. Joby Hodling and Robbie Blue here on KSVP Radio, KSVPTV.com, YouTube and Facebook as well. We are live at Bulldog Bowl. We've got the 9th game of the year, Robbie, the second to last game in district. It's the Goddard Rockets here in town as the Artesia Bulldogs and the Goddard Rockets come down the ramps. We're getting ready for some Friday night lights.
Yeah, you said that, 9th game of the year, and I'm thinking, man, I was looking forward to summer's, so looking forward to the football season. And now we're in the 9th game in already. It's just flown by.
Goes by fast.
A beautiful night tonight here at the Bulldog Bowl, 77 degrees. Joby was just mentioned the flag is just not even moving at all. Perfect night for some fall football. Got the fans down there waiting on the Bulldog dog pile. So excited about the football game tonight. District matchup between Artesia and Goddard.
Yeah, and Goddard, their new head coach, has been here. He's been the head coach, I think last year was his first year. He's not new to coaching, obviously. He was the defensive coordinator with Coach Lynn at Roswell, and then took the Goddard job last year. And good coach from everything I hear and see, and he's trying to build the program back a little bit. They were somewhat down, and so he became the new coach, and he's building the program back.
Yeah, some history for this matchup. First Artesia Goddard football game was played at Morris Field right here in Artesia in 1965, with the Bulldogs winning that game 61-0. The teams have played every year since 1973. The two teams have been in the same district the last 25 seasons, with the Bulldogs having a 14-10 record against the Rockets. In the 31 games played against Goddard at Bulldog Bowl, the Bulldogs have a 22-9 record. Goddard's last win, March 13, 2021, in the COVID-shortened year. Artesia's averaging 46 points a game coming in tonight, while Goddard's averaging 38 points a game. So their offense is rolling. Coming into tonight, Goddard has the underdog role. We'll talk about rankings in a minute. Artesia 1 and Goddard 4. So they're coming in as the underdog here at Bulldog Bowl. And if the Rockets were to come out with a win tonight, it would definitely affect the ratings next week. Could have some effect to playoff seedings and implications there if Goddard could pull off a win tonight. If they surprise early, keep it close and force theirs. I mean, anything can happen. That's why you line up and snap the ball.
Yeah, you got to play, so they're not just going to roll over. They're going to come in here and try to get a win. Artesia is having a great year, as you pointed out, and really senior loaded, which, I say that and I think about it. We're almost always senior loaded.
Yeah.
But this senior class, pretty special. I mean, they went last year and won the basketball state title, got second in football. Roswell got us. As juniors, and there was no seniors on the basketball team. And then as juniors, very junior-loaded baseball team, they win second. They take the state championship. They win second in track. They win second in golf. So it's a pretty special class with these seniors. But anybody can get beat on any Friday night. Goddard's going to come in here and hit us in the mouth and try to get a win.
Yeah, I think some of the keys for Artesia tonight: start fast, take what the defense is giving up. Read the defense and take that and play sound fundamental football on defense. For keys for Goddard, make it a physical game. They want to slow the tempo by sustaining long drives on offense, and they try to keep it within one possession deep into the half. So if they can keep it close, then they got a shot at the end of the game.
Yeah, they're going to run the ball about 75% of the time. I think their tendency is 73-27, something like that. And so their goal will be to run that clock and get a score and keep our offense off the field as much as they can.
I tell you what, though, I was watching some of their games. When they throw well. They got quarterbacks. They rotate in and out. They throw well. Their two wideouts are about like ours. They're tall, they're lanky, they're fast, they're good receivers. And they take advantage. A lot of slants, a lot of curl routes, and so they were very effective when they did throw the ball.
All right, so the Artesia Bulldogs won the toss. They elected to receive. So Goddard decided to defend the south goal. And so they're out ready to go, wearing all white if you're watching on the radio. They got the baby blue numbers outlined in the navy blue. And, of course, their navy blue helmets. And here comes the kickoff. Number 90's doing it. He's going to pop fly it. It's going to be caught back there by one of the Bulldog up backs, and he's going to get out to about the 37-yard line.
George Blackburn, number 80, takes that kickoff and picks up what he can. Coming into tonight, Goddard 6-2. They beat Portales. They lost to Carlsbad. They defeated Valley Santee, then lost to Leventon 44-26. Then they got back-to-back wins here against Gadsden, Deming, and Mayfield. So they're on a roll coming in here tonight.
All right, so the Bulldog offense is going to start out with trips to the wide side, which is the right side, as they're going from the north to the south. One receiver to the far side. Goddard has two. I got a safety and a corner over there on our wide out. Parr in the backfield, going to turn, hand it off to him. He's going to get around that left side, pick up about 5 yards.
Yeah, just established in the run. They got a four down lineman. 3 linebackers spread out across there. He went around that left side. Kyle Mosqueda made the tackle for the Rockets.
Yeah, when I talked to Coach Rodriguez this week, he told me, and Coach Saxon too during the scouting report, that they'll line up in that 4-1. So what Goddard's done with us over the years is put them linebackers out on their slots and generally have 2 safeties shelled in the back. And so that's what we're looking at, 4 down and 1 linebacker in the middle. Trips again to the right. Warren takes a snap, fumbles it, and he did not get on it. It's going to be a turnover, and Goddard's got a chance to get a touchdown. They're to the 10, down to the 5, finally tackled back there inside the 5-yard line.
Well, that's what we're talking about. Anything can happen. That big number 44, Eric Gutierrez, picked that fumble up as Warren could not get it and took off down the field. Jet Fuentes ran him down and made the tackle and saved him from making a touchdown, but first turnover of the game goes to Goddard.
And I don't know if you said it. You said it on the receivers. They're big. They've got a big offensive line. Their backs are thick and can run hard. And so we'll see what the Bulldog defense can do here at the 3-yard line. Goddard gets the ball in. About the best start you can have as a Rocket is get us to turn it over and get down on the 3-yard line.
Yeah, their running back's really good. Brady Gibbs, number 12. I would anticipate they just give it to him on this play and see what they can do with that big offensive line.
So they're going to be a shotgun. And the quarterback has a running back on either side. He's just going to keep it and tries to work his way in, and he's going to get in on the first play, I think. I don't see him throwing up their hands yet. It was close, but they're going to say we stopped him right at the goal line, apparently. That was Nate Vasquez. Yeah, they got a tandem quarterback. Oh, they're going to say it's a touchdown, so it took a long time for them to decide that.
They ran in there and talked about it. Vasquez took the snap, had two backs on his right and his left, or running backs on his right and left, and they just led through that hole, and the offensive line got a good push, so touchdown Goddard.
The other quarterback is number 13, Isaiah Montoya, but I believe that was number 8, Vasquez, that just ran that in. Kind of a heavy package. They had a back on either side of him. All right, so Vasquez is going to do the kicking as he waits for the snap. Snap is down, the hold is good, and the kick, well, that's good as well. And I'm not sure what's going on with their system here, Robbie, but I did just look down, and we don't have any.
Below the next hour?
Yeah, I guess so. Let me look and see here if I can.
So we talked about it coming in, the rankings. I go by Max Preps because that's what New Mexico NMAA uses for the playoffs. Artesia number 1, Roswell still number 2, Leventon number 3, and Goddard number 4. Gadsden 5. Los Alamos, the lone team in the middle of our district in the seeding, is ranked number 6. They're 8-0 right now, and they're ranked 6th. Mayfield is number 7, Deming's number 8, Highland number 9, and Belen number 10.
All right, so we're going to go back to it again, get the kickoff as Goddard scores first. It's 7-0 with 11 minutes to go, that turnover. And I think that's our third time this season that we've turned it over on the first play, and then another time we turned it over on the second play.
Well, and I didn't see the snap. Was it a bad snap?
Well, not really. It was a good hard snap, and it was kind of to his right shoulder instead of right in the middle, but I think he was looking what he was going to do with it. I really believe it was going to be a play action. It looked to me like Warren was trying to get that ball down and then pull it out, but they're going to kick it again. It's going to be a little pooch kick again, and Kale Hodling's going to go get it, and he's looking for a way to go, and he's got a seam if he can get around that corner, and he's going to be tackled by number 16.
Kale caught that over his shoulder, ran back there and got it like he's catching a fly ball. And then Ryan Romero gets him on the sideline, but good start field position for the Bulldogs.
So we're going to start at our 40, it looks like. Be 1st and 10 with 10:55 to go. Goddard 7, Artesia 0. So our offense will come back out for the second time here early in the first quarter. They'll break the huddle. And we didn't turn it over on the first play, but in the first drive. I said that wrong a while ago.
Yeah.
I think we've turned it over 3 times on the first drive this year. A formation. Slot and wide out of either side. Parr in the pistol formation behind Warren. Ball on the right side. Turning, handed off to Parr again. He sneaks through. He's got some room. He makes a man miss. Makes another man miss. And then finally he's going to be tackled after a pickup of about 15 yards.
That run and play the Bulldogs light, right? They pull the backside guard and tackle, come around, seal it. He goes right in behind them with his speed. And before they know it, he's into the secondary. Number 16 makes the tackle, Romero. A good pickup for the Bulldogs. Good job by the offensive line.
Yeah, and I think we're going to be challenging them to make them get out of that 4-1. You know, they got 5 guys in the box, so Bulldogs are going to say we're going to come after you, and they're kind of out of it now. Trips to the right, to the left side. Derek changes the play, it appears, as they've got single coverage over there on that side. Looks for the snap. He is going to throw it. He pumps it. He's going to throw it over the top, and we got a man if he can catch it before and it's right on the, kind of underthrown, Robbie, and right on the sideline. Goddard guy was bearing down on him.
Yeah, Jet Fuentes lined up to his left, and he ran like a flare out. He pumped it to him, and then he headed up that sideline. And if he'd thrown it sooner, he was open. Safety was able to go there, but the ball was out of bounds. Even if he caught it, he would have been out of bounds.
Yeah, it was a long throw. He's thrown from the right side, and he threw it all the way to the left sideline. And so on that, you might want to not have as much arch, but it was a very long throw. All right, same formation, trips to the left again. They're in man coverage over there. They brought that linebacker down and in, so a 4-2 look on the line. Snap is back. He's going to pump and then turn. That's going to be caught, and then wrangled down immediately after a pickup of about 4.
That's Eglin over there, just the stop route, throw it, pick up the yardage. Again, number 16, he's made like 4 tackles already. Ryan Romero makes a good tackle on Eglin.
So the Bulldogs will have 3rd down and 6 here from the Rockets' 41-yard line with 9:59 and counting to go here in the first quarter. Down 7-0. Goddard comes out, gets a turnover, scores on the first play from the line of scrimmage at the 3-yard line. 2 slots, 2 wideouts. Parra in the backfield behind Warren. Snap is back. Fakes it to him. He's going to look over the middle. He's got hobbling. He's going to turn up the field. He's got the first down and more. Oh, he fumbled. No, he didn't. I thought he did.
No.
It was his knee, I think, when he went down.
Hobbling lines up on the right, comes across on that skinny drag route, just right behind the defensive lineman. Warren gives him time to clear, gets it, throws it perfectly out in front of him, and he uses his speed to pick up the first down out there.
So a pickup of about 12, 13 yards. It's going to be 1st and 10 at the 29-yard line. 9:38 to go here in the first quarter. Bulldogs, of course, wanting to answer right here and tie this thing up as the Goddard Rockets lead 7-0. Slot and a wide out either side in that pistol formation. Warren looking over the defense. They have pulled that right side linebacker in a little bit. He's going to turn. It's going to be a pitch to the right. And trying to get outside. Goddard showing some good speed and a big hit by number 27.
Parra came around that right side just on that sweep, and he stiff-armed the first guy. But Jesus Ortiz came up, and, boy, he put a hit on Parra. He really did. Didn't wrap him up at all. Just lowered him, hit him with the shoulder pads and knocked him down.
Hopefully he's okay. He just went on field. His right shoulder, he rung it. I'm talking about number 27 for Goddard. Hopefully he's okay. But that hit maybe hurt him more than it did Parra because he had to leave the field. Hopefully he's all right. Again, slot and a wide out either side. Warren turns around and talks to Parra for a minute. 8:43 and counting. It's 2nd down and 11 as we lost a yard there. Snap is back. Going to turn, fake the handoff. He's going to throw it over the top. If he can go get it, it's just a little bit long. Looked like he could have caught it. Went right through his hands.
Yeah, Eglin put a good move on Romero. Kind of a stop and go, like he was going to run the stop route, and he had a 5-yard separation, but the ball was over his right shoulder. He had a hard time finding it, and then he just couldn't get around and get to it.
So it'll bring up 3rd down and 11 at the 30-yard line of the Rockets. Ball remains on the right hash here on a beautiful Friday night. Just a hint of a breeze. It's a little more, it's not cold, but it's got a little crisp in the air. Snap is back, going to turn, fake the pitch. Going to roll out. He's got a man bearing down on him, and he's going to get him, Robbie. It's a sack, and it's about a 5-yard sack. Actually, it's going to end up being a 6-yard sack. It's going to bring up 4th down and about 16.
Now we fake that play action to the right, bootleg it out to the left. We usually seal that off really well, but Talon Payne, he's seen that on film. They were ready for it, and he used his speed to chase down Warren. So great play by Payne.
So Bulldogs are going to line up and go for it. Maybe they'll try to go no-go and get them to jump and get some of that back, but it's a long 4th down here, and we've got these plays in the book. 4th and 16, a lot of teams going to struggle with that. The Bulldogs have it available, just going to have to connect. Ball on the left hash. Warren looking over the defense. Snap is back. He fakes the handoff. Gets a straight drop. He's going to go over the top, and he threw it into double coverage, and that's going to be picked off in the end zone. Another turnover. Boy, he just threw it straight into double coverage, Robbie, and that's hard to do when they have us blanketed like that.
Yeah, it is, and you wonder what coaches tell us. 4th down, 4th and long, throw it up in the air, give your receiver a chance to get it. Even if they do intercept it, they did in the end zone, so come back out to the 20, but, give your receiver a chance. Who knows? I mean, it was double coverage. I think you could look at somebody else, but who knows?
All right, so it'll be a turnover on interceptions. We've had a fumble turnover and an interception now turnover. Goddard with the ball at their own 20-yard line. The ball's going to be placed right in the middle of the field. 7:40 to go here in the first quarter, and the Bulldog defense back out for the second time. Now they played one play. Goddard had it 1st and goal at the 3 after the turnover. So the Bulldog defense is going to line up and try to get a turnover themselves. Quarterback is still Vasquez. Is that right?
Yes.
Got a running back to his left. Slotting a wide out on the right side. He's going to turn and hand it off. And the Bulldog defense fill it in, but he's still trying to push through, and he ends up getting some yards after it looked like he ends up getting 5.
Yeah, Brady Gibbs, I was very impressed watching him. He's a good sized running back, and he's got good speed, and then, boy, he gets his shoulders, and he just keeps driving, which he did on that play. So he's a good running back.
So it'll bring up a 2nd down and 3. He ends up getting 7 with forward momentum. We were there about a yard off of the line of scrimmage, but the pile just kept moving. 2nd down 3, ball remains near the middle of the field as Vasquez stays in at quarterback and Gibbs there to his left. They got a slot and a wideout on the left side, a X-back and a wideout on the right side. He's going to turn, hand it off to Gibbs again. The Bulldogs there again. This time they do take him down for a loss.
I was trying to get him around that right side, so never could get his shoulders turned up field because number 67, Brandon Beza, got a hold of him, and first Bulldog there, and then 2 others came in and helped make that tackle.
So 1-yard loss will bring up a 3rd down and 4. Bulldogs defense again wanting to get a big stop right here and force them to punt it deep from their own end.
Number 1 is their go-to receiver, Josiah Castillo. Good-looking receiver, over 6 foot. So we'll see what they do.
He's going to go to the short side of the field, and my guess is we're going to see a play action of some here as the Bulldogs are in a man-to-man. Well, they got a linebacker over there that's on the left side, but he looks like he's coming on a blitz. Vasquez steps up, takes a snap. No play action. He's just going to throw it all the way. He's going to throw it over the top. It's going to be too long, out of bounds. It'll be 4th and 4 for the Rockets.
And I like what the Bulldogs are doing there because Castillo against Mayfield, they was a 10-yard cushion, and he just had a heyday with them. So we got Adele Villa up in press coverage and had Beza over the top of him, helping on him. So really was nothing there, but his eyes went nowhere else. He was looking for him the whole way.
I think they were talking about a pass interference over there. We'll see what the call is, or a holding, one or the other. He did drop his flag, so let's see. Pass interference, they're going to call on the Bulldogs. That's going to be a pickup of 15 and a 1st down. Those pink flags,
I know.
I saw the play, and I wondered if they were going to call it, because it was right on the sideline. Yeah. We were bump and run, as you pointed out. And then I saw him talking to the white hat, and I looked over to the sideline. I could see pink laying there, and okay, he did throw a flag. So 1st and 10, we're there at the 41, their own 41. Vasquez remains in at quarterback, turn, hands it off, little counter. And Gibbs, again, good run. He runs hard and picks up about 6.
That's just a straight lead play up the middle. I got a sniffer back there, and he'll lead through the hole.
Was that who pulled or come from that side?
That's who comes from the side. And so he most of it, I think there's a huge tendency. If they're going to run the ball up the middle, it's wherever he's going.
One of our Bulldogs, Tootie McNeil, was walking all the way back almost to their huddle talking to number 4. Noah Lujan, probably friends, but they were visiting all the way and almost got to their huddle and turned around and went back to our side. All right, 2nd down and 4 at their own 47-yard line. Again, Vasquez with Gibbs to his right in the shotgun. He's got a slot and a wide out to the left, one wide out to the right. Snap is back, going to turn, hand it off. Bulldogs, and they punch it out. Bulldogs do pick it up. Oh, it's still on the ground, but they do pick it up now. And so they're running with the ball down to about the 30-yard line. A flag comes in late. We'll see what the flag is, or maybe that was maybe it wasn't a flag. Maybe it was a pink spot the ball, but
that was Charlie Campbell that came in there and punched that ball out, and then the Bulldogs were fighting for it. Pacheco finally picked it up and started down the field, and all his blockers were running in front of him, and a Goddard Rocket caught him from behind.
Yeah.
If one of them would have just looked back there, they could have got that block.
And just stopped.
Yeah. That's a great fumble recovery for the Bulldogs. Don't fumble away a great deal on your next truck or SUV. Following a great deal with Robbie Burgess at Artesia Ford Sales.
Well, the penalty appears to be on the Bulldogs as their offense started backing up. We'll see what Mr. Official tells us. Personal foul. Is that what he called?
I think so.
He had his hands in tight. I think he said personal foul, but then I couldn't tell why he was. I thought he was going to say face mask, but I don't.
So great job by the defense. Punch that ball out, pick it up, and get the turnover.
So the Bulldog offense down on the 35-yard line of the Rockets on the right hash. They've got a slot and a wide out either side, and Parra in the backfield in the pistol. Derek Warren looks over the defense. Goddard sneaking up a backer. Turn, fake the handoff, throw it over here to Fuentes, and it goes in and out of his hands for an incompletion.
Bulldogs are just off. Tried to hit Jet Fuentes down the sideline, threw it out of bounds. Tried to get it wide open to Eglin, kind of overthrew him a little bit over the wrong shoulder. They're just off a little bit. Jet Fuentes hit him in the hands, just dropped it.
2nd down and 10. Ball is still on the right hash. Same formation. Snap is back, turn, hand it off to Parra, and he is going to be gang tackled after a pickup of 2.
So we talked about how big their offensive line is. Their defensive line is good size too with the Rockets and their linebackers. So, I mean, they're looking good so far. Number 44 is a big boy down there.
Number 11 looks, well, all four of those guys on the line look thick.
Yep.
And athletic. Not fat. They just look thick.
Yeah.
All right, so 3rd down and 8. We've got trips to the short side, one receiver to the far side, fake the handoff. Going to try to run a little screen to the slot back, and that's, I think that was Sawyer Whitehead. He picks up about 7. It's going to be 4th and 2.
Boy, Sawyer got that, and he had a rocket right there, and his speed allowed him to get out away from him before number 44. Eric Gutierrez made that tackle.
All right, 4th and 2, and they had 12 guys on the field, but they get him off just in time. Punching it ahead and getting the first down is Para. They just got right on the ball, Robbie, and just went straight forward.
Well, they did, and number 75 for the Bulldogs, James Shaw, got behind Para and helped push him forward.
All right, we're going to go pedal to the gas right here again. No huddle. Snap back, fake the handoff. Going to throw it over to the left side this time. And that's he dropped it. I was going to say there's a touchdown, but it went right in and out of the hands of the intended receiver.
Yeah, trying to get it to Byers, and number 2 was in defense, Jordan Chavez, and I don't know how that wasn't called because Byers was waiting on the ball. Chavez never turned his head, stuck his arms in there, and they call that face guarding. Never got his head around, and but no flag.
Yeah, and I think Byers would probably tell you he should have caught it anyway. It hit him right in the breadbasket.
Yeah.
But it popped out, and there is a flag down there. Those pink flags, Robbie, I usually see the flags, but I got to get adjusted.
It's on this side away from the play, though.
Mm-hmm. Let's see what the call is. I'm thinking it's on Goddard, but I could be wrong. And so, what does that mean? I couldn't tell what he did. Did he do this?
Did this. Illegal substitution, maybe?
Okay.
I don't know.
Yeah, that's what it is. They did that. They had started that play before when we had 4th and 2, and the guy got off right in time that was coming on. All right, so 1st and 5 after the 5-yard penalty. Snap is back. Going to throw the slant route. That's caught, splitting the defense, and then getting finally knocked down inside the 5-yard line for a first down.
Yeah, pretty good cushion they're giving Byers over there on that left side, so they just run the slant to him. He catches the ball. Isaiah, I'm not going to say that. I think number 25 made the tackle.
Romero. So Ryan Romero?
Yeah.
All right, back to a normal-looking set here. We're going to run the speed option, pitch it. He's got speed. Can he get around that corner? And you can say yes. Para in for the touchdown.
Love the speed option down here by the goal line because you have to be very disciplined as a defense to pick up every responsibility. And Para's speed, the pitchman, the guy that had pitchman responsibility was there, but Para's speed got him around him and into the end zone.
All right, the Bulldogs line up in this unique-looking PAT where they can run a couple of different options here if they want to go for 2. They haven't run that yet, and now they're going to swing back into the normal PAT. Snap is back, holds it down, kick is up, and it looks good. And it was. So with 3:31 to go in the first quarter, it's now 7-7, Artesia and Goddard. And we're going to hear from Guy Chevy. We'll be right back.
Hi, this is Danny Kirkendall with Guy Chevrolet Company in Artesia. We're celebrating 100 years in business here on the corner of 1st and Main in Artesia, and we invite you to come see us for your new Chevy, GMC, or a just perfect pre-owned vehicle. Our GM certified team is ready to assist you, so give us a call at 575-746-3551 or visit us online at guychevy.com.
Guy Chevrolet celebrating 100 years at the corner of 1st and Main in downtown Artesia.
This touchdown summary presented by Perry Connor at Artesia Ford Sales. Your score winning deal when you visit with Perry tomorrow. Please ask about the mobile service program. Bulldogs got the turnover. Recovery by Pacheco. Got a good pass down to Byers. Got him within the inside the 5-yard line. And then a speed option to Para. From Warren to Para. Bulldogs 7, Goddard 7, 3:31 left in the first quarter.
Corbin Dominguez, our kicker, lines it up on the X right in the middle of the field. They're kind of playing up. Well, they got one deep back. That's their big receiver, number 1, back there. Castillo. Here's the kick. And he is going to kick it deep, and that is going to drive him into the end zone. It's about 8 yards, maybe 9 yards deep, Robbie. He hit that well.
He's got to go to college somewhere. If he wants to play football, he can go kick somewhere in college.
I think he's got the leg to do it. So it'll be a touchback. It's 1st and 10 for the Goddard Rockets at their own 20-yard line as the Bulldog defense comes out for the 3rd time. Saw that 3-yard touchdown after the turnover in the first series for the Rockets, and then came out and stripped the ball away, got a turnover of their own. So here's their 3rd time on the field. And we still have Vasquez in at quarterback, it looks like. Gibbs to his, or is that, yeah?
Yeah.
Gibbs to his left, slotting a wide out to the near side. Ball in the middle of the field, one wide out to the far side, which is Castillo. He's going to throw it to number 9, who was uncovered. Good quick throw there, and I'm thinking either he just recognized that or maybe they called it, but a good pickup.
That's their passing game. That's what I watched on film all day. The short passes, they're very accurate with it. Dominguez, the linebacker, was inside a little bit for that run to guard against the run, so it was a quick throw and pass, easy pickup for the Rockets.
And Valdez is a good-looking kid. He's another one that's got some size to him. Caught that quick pass and just bulled forward and picked up 8. So it'll be 2nd down and 2 at the 28-yard line. They're going to stand that same set. Valdez takes a snap, going to turn and hand it off to Gibbs. He's going to be wrapped up, but they're going to give him forward momentum to about, it looks like he got about 1 yard out of it.
Well, there's about eight Bulldogs in on that tackle. So, good job defense.
Yeah, he was, he's been barreling through every time he runs, and that time they only gave up a yard. So it'll be 3rd down and 1.
Julian Beza came up a little gimpy that time with his ankle, which was hurt last week, so we'll have to watch him.
3rd down and 1. They switched it. They got a slot and a wide out to the far side. Snap is back, going to run a speed option himself. And the Bulldogs got him for a loss, Robbie. Nice play.
That's such a great play. Number 23, Miguel Soto. He came in. He's got quarterback responsibility. He acted like he was going pitch, and then he just laid the wood on Vasquez and made a great open field tackle.
So that brings up 4th down and 4 on the loss, and that was a sack.
That was a sack? On a running play?
Well, you're right. I guess not. He was his quarterback, and he was in the backfield.
Okay, yeah.
But, they're going to line up, and the Bulldogs line up in a punt return, but I don't see a Goddard Rocket to punt unless they're going to do a short punt.
Yeah, Vasquez punts.
Okay, he is going back now.
Yeah.
5, 4, 3 on the play clock. They may not get this off if they don't snap it. That's a delay of game. I don't know what we're waiting on. They finally called it. That'll back them up 5.
Boy, Vasquez realized it. And his hands, his gestures like, snap me the ball, and then didn't do it.
Yeah. Well, it took them a little bit. It looked like there was confusion. I think maybe somebody thought they were going for it.
Yeah.
I did, because it didn't look like they were lining up in a punt formation. But we were. So, all right, so they're back on it. 4th down and 8 now.
Charlie Campbell and number 33 for the Bulldogs, Adelia. Yeah.
Snap is back. Bulldogs come after it. Boy, they almost got there. And they're going to call roughing the kicker as Charlie will get down to about the 35. Let's just see what kind it is. If it's a personal foul, it's going to be 1st down. If it's just a running into him, it'll be a 5-yarder, and they'll punt it. I think that's all it is, running into him. So he turned and asked the Goddard coaches, do you want to accept it and kick it again, or do you want to take the play as is? He's still waiting for him to tell him. I don't know if it was you, if it was Josh, or who it was that told me. It may have been Josh, but I don't even know if we talked about it on air. But the officials all they can talk to each other now.
They got the headphones on?
Yeah, I didn't know that.
Mics, yep.
Yeah. So is our offense coming out, or is our defense? It looks like our defense is coming back out. They're going to punt again, and I don't know. I mean, we should have blocked that. We got in there. Pretty dangerous, I think. We might block this one.
It was running into the kicker.
Yeah, running into the kicker, so the 5-yard variety. So they got their 5 yards back that they lost on the delay of game. So who knows? They may run a fake here. Snap is back, a little bit better snap this time. Punt is up to the right side. And the Bulldogs are going to let it bounce. It takes a big rocket bounce, and then we pick it up. Is that Villa?
Yeah.
And he's going to drag out to about the 40, 41-yard line. Dangerous play, but Edell's got a lot of he'll go get it.
It was, but the Rockets that were down there when it hit the ground, they kind of slowed up and were watching, and it took a huge rocket bounce. So Villa had about 3 or 4 yards, so he thought, I'll just pick it up. So, I mean,
probably a 10-yard swing, to be honest with you.
Yep.
It may have gone enough that where he got to him where it would have ended up, probably 10, 12 yards. So, good play. All right, so the offense back on 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line on their side of the 50. Warren looks over the defense. Snap is back. Going to turn, fake the handoff. Going to throw a quick pass out here. Oh, and we fumble it again. Oh, good. They called incomplete.
Eglin, it was thrown kind of low, kind of a breadbasket catch, and he turned upfield, but I don't think he ever had the handle on it. It's kind of bobbling around.
Yeah, that's what the officials are saying, so I'm going to say good thing. And the clock's still running. They're trying to stop it because of the incompletion. So they're going to ask to put more time on, or are they just going to go on? I think the White Hat's going to ask. Yeah, maybe not. All right, so 35 seconds to go here in the first quarter. As the Bulldogs have a...
They are. Jeremy's.
Oh, okay.
34.
Or 44.
Or 40.
44 seconds. That's what's up there now. So 44 seconds to go here in the first quarter. 2nd down and 10 for the Bulldogs at their own 41-yard line. Ball on the near hash, which is their right. Snap is back, turn, hand it off to Parr, looking to get around the side. He's going to run into his own blocker and a rocket, but he's able to push forward for a pickup of about 5.
Yeah, Rocket's doing a good job on defense there because they kept him from going outside, kept the outside contained, so he turned up the middle, and the flow got him. Right, there was nowhere to go, so good defense.
3rd down and 5 for Artesia. 21 seconds and counting here in the first quarter. It's 7-7 if you're just now joining us. Warren again looking over the defense. Looks like he just got a play change. Going to be down to 10 seconds on the game clock. Now we're below that. Going to be the last play, barring a defensive penalty. Takes a snap. It was low. He's looking to throw the ball. He's going to throw the out route, and it's going to be caught just short of the first down. So it'll be 4th and 1 when we come back. We'll go ahead and take a timeout. Bulldog 7, Goddard 7. We'll be back. Oh, wait a minute. Did we have a penalty? Nope. Okay, we'll be right back.
With a deep heritage in oil and gas, Abo Empire is focused on safe and effective energy development in New Mexico. We will continue to make strategic investments in this industry to promote the economic and environmental well-being of our company, our partners, and our communities. We are continuing the Yates tradition. From John Yates Jr., Cynthia Yates Price, and their families, we are your partners in the community and proud supporters of Artesia Bulldog and Lady Bulldog sports.
Sometimes that dog barking is an Artesia Bulldog preparing for victory. Most of the time, however, it's probably just the family pet asking for attention. Artesia Animal Clinic provides a full range of services for just about any size pet or animal. Our new clinic has been expanded to provide better quality of care, including an in-house laboratory, radiology, surgery, herd health, and more. So the next time your pet looks like they could use some extra care, come by Artesia Animal Clinic in our newly remodeled and expanded facility at 110 West Mahone Drive.
All right, Bulldog fans, welcome back here to Bulldog Bowl. Joby Hodling and Robbie Blue here on the call. It's going to be 4th down and 1 at the 50-yard line for the Artesia Bulldog offense. 7-7 is our score. Want to shout out to our soccer teams, Robbie. They both went undefeated in district, and, of course, that means they were both district champs. Fantastic records for those two teams, and looking to have their watch party Sunday afternoon at 4 o'clock over at the admin building. They're going to join together, have that watch party to see where they get seated. But what a great year for Bulldog soccer.
Yeah, congratulations to both teams. First time ever in the history of Artesia soccer, they both swept district.
All right, so the Bulldogs line up in a heavy package. Goddard right up on the line as well. Snap is back, and they get in there, and we're not going to get it. Nobody blocked number 44. I mean, nobody blocked him.
No,
Easy
they didn't.
Play.
Yeah, and we've seen that, 10 times this year, so Goddard has too. Snap it to Byers, and it goes right up the middle. And so, I mean, they knew it was coming. And as you said, 44, that's an easy play for him. It was a great play by him, but it was easy.
Yeah, Eric Gutierrez, and I said nobody blocked him. It didn't look like he was blocked. Maybe he just made a really good play, but that's we haven't seen somebody do that to us this year. I mean, you said we've seen them run the play. They know it's coming, but normally if you block everybody, you're going to get it anyway. So Gutierrez made a great play, tackle for loss, and it's a turnover on downs. That's our third turnover here in the ballgame. 1 on downs, 2 on regular turnovers. Goddard ready to go. They got a full house backfield. Snap is back, going to hand it off to Gibbs, going around the right side. Cuts back in. He's going to pick up about 4.
Yeah, trying to get him outside, and Miguel Soto did a great job out there. Receivers blocking him, but he kept that outside contained. And then was able to get off of that first one in, and then the pursuit got in there, but it's a good pickup.
So it'll bring up a 2nd down and 6 at the Bulldog 46-yard line. I'm sorry, 44-yard line. 11:30 and counting. Got an update from the soccer fields. We've got a lot of kids and parents and grandparents and aunts out at the soccer fields. There's a tournament going on for the kids' soccer, Artesia soccer. I'll give that update in a minute. Selfishly, because it's my kids. All right, they got that full house backfield, what I'm calling a full house. So running back on either side of the quarterback. They're down to 2 on the play clock. He does get it, hands it off to Gibbs again, and this time the Bulldogs are right there, tackle for loss. Great job out there.
Yeah, that's a great play by Julian Beza. That what they did, they gave false keys, right? They pulled the guard and tackle and came around the right and then tried to get Gibbs around the left, and Beza wasn't fooled at all. He went up, made a great open field tackle on him. I got a scoring update here. Roswell 14, Mayfield 0 in the first quarter.
All right, so it's going to be 3rd down and 7 after tackle for loss. Very well could see a play action pass here. Snap is back. He's just going to drop straight back, actually. Looks to throw it down the field. He's got Castillo running, just overthrown. That'll bring up a 4th and 7 at the Bulldog 45. So here's an interesting play for Goddard. Coaches, should we try to pin them or do we try to go for it at the Bulldog 45? We'll see what they do.
Well, they moved Castillo into slot that time. So nobody was up tight on him and ran that flag route. Campbell had good coverage on him, but moving him around the field, I think he'll go for it right here.
That's what it looks like is going to happen as you're talking about it over there with Vasquez on the sideline. 10:23 to go here in the first half, and the Bulldogs and the Rockets are all tied up at 7-7. And you talked about it in the pregame. A lot of points scored by these teams. High-scoring offenses, and right now it's a defensive battle. Bulldog fans on their feet. Vasquez takes a snap. He's going to run to this left side. He's going to be covered up, and that's going to be almost picked off. If it wouldn't have been in the ground, Villa would have caught it. Turnover on downs. Bulldog, 1st down.
Well, the pressure brought by Alejandro Ontiveros and Miguel Soto. He was trying to get around, and they were closing in fast on him. He tried to throw it, and there was nowhere really to go with it. He couldn't set his feet, get his shoulders turned. So great defense by the Bulldogs.
All right, so it'll be 1st and 10 at their own 45 as they get it back for the Bulldog offense that turned it over on the 46, basically 47. And we're out there with the A formation look once again, slotting a wide out either side. Parra in the backfield. Warren's going to take a step, and it's that draw to Parra. Man, he's making people miss. He spins off of a tackle, still running. He's going to pick up almost 20 yards, about 17-yard pickup.
That's the Parra in the open field that we like to see. His lateral movement is so good. Now, Goddard Rocket was squaring him up, and he just moved laterally to the right and left him standing there.
And what is so impressive, the lateral movement with the ability to keep going forward at the same time. He just runs right by guys. Snap is back. We were right back on there. We're going to run a screen to him, and we didn't block again, but he's going to break a tackle and not lose a yard. But, man, we had it set up perfectly in Goddard defense, and I didn't see who it was, but he just shunned the block and made the tackle.
He did. I mean, he turned around. And he made the first guy miss, but Levi Vizcarro made that tackle on him.
2nd down and about, we'll just call it a short 9. Trips to the left side. They're going to have single coverage over here. Warren takes a look. He's going to roll this way. See if he can square up and make the throw. And he does, and that's going to be caught, and that's going to be a 1st down pickup.
Hodling again coming over the field. Got separation with his guy, but I tell you, the reason he had time to throw that is because Parra went up and got a guy and blocked him. Otherwise, Warren wouldn't have been able to get that pass off, so good job by Parra.
All right, so it brings up 1st and 10 at the Goddard 28-yard line. Back to our normal looking set. Slotting a wide out either side. Parra in the backfield, turn, fake that handoff. He's going to throw it over here, and it's going to be a little slip screen, and we'll pick up about 5, maybe 6.
So you can tell Goddard's worked on our screen game, a lot, which they should. I mean, they know us well. As you mentioned, the head coach was defensive coordinator for Roswell, so he's used to defending against the Artesia offense. Ryan Romero comes in and makes a good tackle on Eglin.
So we end up picking up 5. It'll be 2nd down and 5 at the 23-yard line. Warren takes a look over the defense again. They're going to bring a blitz this time. We're going to hand it off. If Farr gets through, he was going to be a touchdown, but he didn't get through.
Both linebackers came on the blitz, had the perfect call made, but number 15, Jeremiah Swords, got off his block and made the tackle. If he hadn't, there was nobody between the end zone and Parra.
No, he was going to score very easily, but great job by Goddard to make that tackle. So it'll bring up 3rd down. It was a tackle for loss. 3rd down and 7 at the 25-yard line. Snap is back, turn, fake the handoff. Going to throw it over here. It's going to be caught and then knocked out of bounds at about the 18. It's going to be close to a 1st down.
Whitehead running that out route. Good catch by him because as soon as he caught that, Mosquito came up and put a big hit on him, but 4th down.
Well, it's really, it is 4th down. I thought it was closer than that. I was watching the side judge on the far side, and he had us for the 1st, but all right, so 4th and a little bit, according to Danny Parker. 4th and about a 1. Warren takes a look over the defense again. They're showing blitz. Going to turn, fake the handoff, picked up that block, throw it out here, and boy, just threw it too high, and so it's a turnover on downs.
I know that'll drive the Artesia fans crazy. 4th and 1, and we're throwing it, just run the speed option, run something to Parra, get him outside, let him get a yard. But that's Artesia's offense. They've done it for years, and they're very good at it. They just weren't that time.
Yeah, I haven't looked this year, and I haven't asked any of the coaching staff. Year over year, though, we're pretty much 50-50. It doesn't – I think people think we're just an all – and I know you don't, but I'm saying people in general think we're just a passing team, and we're certainly not. But we turn our own downs for the 2nd time here tonight, plus a fumble and an interception. So 4 turnovers by the Bulldogs here in the 1st half. Snap is back. Vasquez is going to hand it to Gibbs straight up the middle and just see if they can push again. And they try. They're still pushing, but it's just a stalemate. Pick up a 2.
Their bread and butter. Just hand it off to him, and he goes up the middle behind that big offensive line. And Bulldog defensive line doing a good job of standing the ground. They didn't move at all, and linebackers closed in on the gap. So good play by the defense.
2nd down and 8 after that pickup of 2. Ball on the right hash. Vasquez went over to the sideline to get the play. He's coming back into the huddle now. Plenty of time on the play clock. We're down to 7:46 and counting on the game clock here in the 1st half. And a low-scoring affair so far, 7-7. Goddard has a wide out and a slot to the wide side. Vasquez takes the snap, takes the handoff. He's going to throw it over there to number 9. Hit immediately, but he's going to drag forward and pick up the close to the 1st down.
Just that short passing game that Goddard likes. Fake the handoff to Gibbs, and Valdez runs a little slant route, catches it. Charlie Campbell comes up, makes a quick tackle, but a great pickup.
So it is 1st down. The chain guys, one of them didn't realize, so now he says, oh, I got to go. 1st and 10 for the Rockets at the Bulldog, or at their own 29-yard line. They do get the ball to start the 2nd half as the Bulldogs won the toss. So what you want to see here is the Bulldogs get a stop, get a touchdown, get a stop, get a touchdown, and be up by a couple scores. That'd be ideal. Bulldogs defense a little confused, but they get to it, and then Gibbs just powers in. He gets hit hard. Oh, that's not – is that Gibbs still? Yeah.
That's 21.
Oh.
Number 21, which is Arteano. Good hard run by him up the middle, and that's Goddard's bread and butter right here. It's just that strong running game and then a quick passing game off of it.
Well, they pick up 6 yards a gain. They're going to be hard to stop. 6-yard pickup again, 2nd down and 4. Ball near the middle of the field as they break the huddle. 21 seconds on the play clock. And go that heavy package. They're running back on either side of Vasquez. Snap is back and turn, hand it off, and he's going to get the 1st down or get very close to it.
Well, I know we keep saying it. Gibbs gets that ball and he goes up the middle. Pacheco meets him right there and stands him up, and then Gibbs just keeps his legs going and gets another 3 yards after Pacheco hit him pretty well.
So he does get it just right there. So 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line for the Goddard Rockets again. Just using the clock here, taking time between plays, getting 4 to 6 yards on this drive every run. So exactly what they'd like to do. They're where they wanted to be. I mean, you want to be winning, but 7-7 against our offense with only 6 minutes to go in the first half, you're doing pretty good.
And they get the ball in the second half.
Exactly. All right, Bulldogs showing a blitz here. They're in man coverage, but they do have 2 safeties. Well, they're probably in some kind of a zone. Snap is back. They're going to try to get around the corner. And 21 is going to run. He's going to be tripped up out here, pick up about 4.
Now, linebackers, as you said, blitz up the middle, so they go outside. And another good pickup as they read that defense and just bounced it outside. And that's number 21, Zach Arteano, with the carry.
Well, he didn't quite get 4. He got about 3.5. We'll call it second down and a short 7.
So it's interesting. They've been rotating quarterbacks all year with Vasquez and number 13, Isaiah Montoya, and we haven't seen Montoya at quarterback tonight.
No, we haven't, and I was expecting him to be the starter, actually, because that's who I had as their starter. All right, so they got the running backs either side of quarterback Vasquez. The play clock down, or the game, play clock down to 8. He takes the snap, hands it off. Gibbs runs into the middle of the defense, and he's going to pick up another 3.
Like Dominguez made that tackle for the Bulldogs, but Bulldogs those 3 down linemen against the 5 offensive linemen. They're getting a pretty good push on them right now and just run it as base blocking. Just hat on hat, and then 2 linemen are free to go try to get linebackers. So it's pretty basic right now is what it is.
Again, taking time. They're down to 23 on the play clock. 4:26 on the game clock when they get up on the ball. 3rd down and 4. Big stop here for the Bulldogs, what they're looking for. Snap is back, going to run the ball as the quarterback tries to get around the corner. He is not going to get it. It's going to be really close, but I think he's short by about half a yard.
That's interesting, isn't it? You got a back on either side of you. You take the snap, and then you outrun your backs who are going to lead block for you.
So it is 4th down and short. I mean, really short. Goddard's bringing a lot of different players in, so I don't know if they punt it right here or if they're going to go for it. I assume go for it. 4th and really short, and here comes number 13.
That's Montoya.
So Montoya does come into the game at quarterback. First time we've seen him tonight. They're going to line up with a heavy head. He's not the well, I can't tell. I guess he is the quarterback. They got it stacked next to him. Snap is back. He's just going to run, and he's going to pick up the first down. He gets it by about a half a yard.
I saw that on film. We got 4 backs and 3 of them stacked right behind the center, and then they moved right behind the guard, all 3 of them. And then that's where they go with the ball. They're going right behind all 3 of those backs through that hole. Bulldogs played it well. It was just hard to keep him at 6 inches.
Yeah. So he got about a yard. It'll be 1st and 10 at the 50 as we go under 3:44 and counting here on the game clock. And again, taking their time on the sideline. And it will be the quarterback Montoya stays in the ball game. It looks like they're going to line up in that heavy package again. This time to the right. Now they're going to shift over to the left. Snap is back. He's just going to run and keep it again. I mean, he gets around the corner. He's got speed. He's going to be knocked out of bounds by the Bulldogs, but big pickup, 1st down.
Well, that's what I saw. Montoya, I thought, was a better runner than Vasquez, at least on the 2 games I watched. Well, you saw the speed there. He got around that corner and headed down the sideline for Soto just, knocked him about 5 yards out of bounds.
But he did step out earlier. I thought he was a little further than that, but he was tiptoeing, and they've got him down with a 9-yard pickup. So it'll be 2nd down and 1, as we'll probably be under he went out of bounds, so the clock does stop. I was going to say we'll probably be under 3 minutes when they run a play, but 3:12 to go here in the first half. They're going to line up with the 4 backs in the backfield, including the quarterback once again. They'll shift over to the left side. Snap is back. He's going to keep it again, and he's going to bowl forward for the 1st down. So pick up a 2. It'll be 1st and 10 at the Bulldog 39.
The Goddard comes in tonight. We talked about it, averaging 38 points a game with a 6-2 record. So, I mean, they're coming in, as we said, if they can keep this thing close, they're going to be happy with that, going into the 4th quarter.
All right, the clock is rolling again. 1st and 10 at the Bulldog 39-yard line. Ball on the left hash. Did we get a Lovington update? Have you seen one?
I was just looking. Lovington 32, Deming 6. Looks like it's halftime.
All right, they're going to come heavy package again to the left. Got a lot of guys over there on that left side. Snap is back. He's going to turn and hand it off to Gibbs. Bulldogs play it perfectly, and they're going to keep him either right at the marker or he's going to lose a yard. Let's see where they mark him. Looks like he lost about a half a yard.
And Miguel Soto did a great job getting off a block and then not letting him get outside. Made a good solo tackle that time. I'm looking. They got Villa man-to-man down here. We're stacking that box because of this run game. And they got Villa man-to-man down here on Castillo. So just looking when they're going to try to take advantage of that.
And Villa looks like he might be – oh, no, that's Baeza may be back there. This looks like he might be hurt. But, yeah, Villa's very close in speed to Para. Hand it off right up the middle. He's going to bull forward, does Gibbs. He'll pick up about 3.
He's going up that middle, but Aguilar that time – oh, no, Sergio Robles Jr. got a hold of him first and held on.
Actually, he only got 2, so it'll be 3rd down and 8. 2:18 and counting here, first half. Plenty of time on the play clock. As back into the ball game is Vasquez, the quarterback.
Look to throw it.
And we are going to have a, is that going to be Tootie over there on Castillo? Or Campbell? Or not sure who. He does a good job blocking him off the line of scrimmage. They're going to throw it overthrown. It'll be incomplete and it'll bring up a 4th down and 8.
Trying to get it to Valdez out here in the flat. Charlie Campbell was right there. I think if the ball even had been close, he could have knocked it down. 4th and long.
So 4th down and 8 is what it is, and they will line up and go for this. See what they can. Well, I here might see another, or I say another, we might see a little bit of trickery here, maybe reverse or something. Vasquez is coming back in, so he's their throwing quarterback. Is that right? You've seen him throw more than...
Yeah, Montoya threw some, but tonight I'm just thinking they're going with Vasquez, so if he's in, I think they're throwing.
All right, so a slot and a wide out to this side. See if the Bulldogs bring pressure. They are looking to do it. Bring a lot of pressure. Got up on the line of scrimmage like they're coming. That's a false start. That'll back them up 5.
Now Josiah Castillo out there had Tootie McNeil lined up on him, and he started leaning, and then he had to take a step, which is a false start. So probably going to him, and he was anxious to go.
So it'll be 4th down and 13 now for the Rockets.
Oh, I'm sorry, that was number 4 out there.
Yeah.
That was Noah Lujan.
But I thought maybe I missed Castillo down there. He may have moved 2, and I thought, well, I won't say nothing.
No, that was Lujan out there. Sorry, yeah.
So the penalty stopped the clock. 1:52 to go here in the first half. Bulldogs need to stop right here, get the ball back, and go score. They need to be up by 1 at least. And there's going to be a timeout taken by the Rockets, so we'll go ahead and take the timeout as well. Bulldogs 7, Rockets 7. We'll be back.
The Artesia Police Department wants to remind you to lock up your vehicles, take your keys with you, and never leave valuables in your vehicle. If you're looking for a rewarding career in law enforcement, the Artesia Police Department is looking for you. The department is currently hiring certified and uncertified officers. Take advantage of a great retirement plan, paid leave, and medical benefits. Apply in person, online, or call 575-746-5000 for more information. The Artesia Police Department is an equal opportunity employer. And please always remember, don't drink and drive.
And a scoring update. Roswell 28, Mayfield 7. And it just shows quarter 1, quarter 2. So either towards the end of the second quarter, probably like we are here. But 28-7, Roswell ahead of Mayfield.
All right, so the timeout taken by Goddard to talk about this 4th down and 13 on the Bulldog 42-yard line. 1:52 to go here as the Bulldog defense coming back onto the field. Vasquez in the shotgun. He's got a running back to his left. They got a slot and a wide out either side, so the Bulldog defense is going to have to do some adjustments. Here come the Bulldogs coming down on him, and that's going to be way overthrown. Turnover back to the Bulldogs. Great defensive stand.
Yeah, I tried to run it out and up to Castillo over there, and Charlie Campbell was not biting at all. He was right on him. He turned up field. He was right on him. So good defense by the whole defense. Charlie Campbell, great coverage on Castillo.
All right, so the Bulldog offense now coming out. They're going to have trips to this wide side, which is the left side for them, as they're going to have the ball on their right. One receiver over to that side. They're going to stay in the pistol in the backfield, and just saw Warren looking at that safety. So they're keeping the safety over there on our wideout. They got a corner, which is Castillo now. I don't know if he's been playing the whole time. Snap is back, looking to throw the little bump. He's got a man. If he can throw it to him, he's got it deep. Oh, and that's going to be a pass interference. Have to be, and there comes the flag.
Boy, Jack Byers put a great move, and he had a step on the defender, which was Jesus Ortiz, and that was going to be a touchdown, so he gave him a pretty good push in the back.
And it will be just a 15-yarder, because that's what it is in high school, not where the spot of the foul is. So it'll be 1st and 10 on the Goddard side of things for the Artesia Bulldogs.
And let's say this, that's great protection by the line, because that took a long time to develop, and Derek just sat in the pocket and let it develop and then was able to get that off. So good job by the offensive line.
I'm wondering if they're going to wave this off and say his feet got hung up in him, because he did trip and then gave him the big shove. But they're talking about it a long time, and the Bulldog offense came back like it's not going to be moved down the field. They're going to wave the flag off. So I called it. Bulldog fans not happy.
That's tough when both hands go into the back of Jack Byers.
Yeah.
That's a tough wave off, but Bulldogs got to overcome it.
I think the reasoning was their feet got tangled up, and so the defender was falling down. I mean, I'm just trying to think what the officials saw. That's what I saw. He did hit him both hands in the back.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I know they're calling the feet tangled up, but when both hands are in the back, you can't make that call.
I agree. All right, so it'll be 2nd down and 10 after the incompletion. Snap back, fake the handoff, steps up under pressure, does Warren. He's going to get to the right side and go out of bounds after a pickup of about 3, maybe 4. So they'll bring up 3rd down and long for the Bulldogs, as Goddard was able to put some pressure on there with just the 4 down linemen. No blitz or anything.
Came off the edge is hard, wide. They're lining up wide. Our tackles lined up wide anyway. So Derek tried to step up, but that linebacker's probably spying him.
All right, so trips to the left side, which is the wide side for the Bulldogs. Snap is back, fake the handoff, going to throw the stop route, and that's going to be a 1st down and get out of bounds. Stop the clock.
Daglin over there, gave him a good cushion. Don't want to give up anything long, so easy pickup for the Bulldogs.
1st down. We're at the 48-yard line of the Goddard Rockets with 1:31 to go here in the first half. As the offensive line comes up to the line of scrimmage. Again, trips to the left side, which is the wide side. They got a man coverage over here. They do have a linebacker out a little bit. He's going to roll this way. They bring a heavy blitz. He's going to throw it. It's going to be caught. And getting up the field and out of bounds once again, that was Sawyer Whitehead. Good pickup.
Yeah, we always call that the flood route. You got trips, so you run one deep, one medium, one short, and they only got 2 guys because the safety's in the middle of the field. So he picked the open guy and hit Whitehead.
Still good pickup of about 12. It'll be 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line of the Rockets. Going to go trips wide side again. This time it's the right. And once again, they're going to be in a man look over there. Warren takes a look. They act like they're going to bring a blitz. They don't. We're going to run the speed option to the short side. Parra is going to cut in and get about 5 yards. Actually got about 9. Wow, good run there.
Bulldogs have 3 timeouts left, so we'll see if Moppa wants to take one.
Doesn't look like he's going to on this play. They're just going to get back on the ball. 1:08 and counting here, as we're going to have slot and wide out either side. Warren takes a look. Snap is back, turn, fake the handoff. He's looking over the middle, over to the left side. It's caught over there, and it's going to be a pickup of about 10, maybe 11. That'll stop the clock for a minute at the 19-yard line.
Good job by Eglin, man. He caught that ball and hit it inside, and I thought, get out of bounds. And he made that one guy miss, and then he dove out of bounds as he was getting tackled. So good job to get out of bounds.
Long time on the sideline here with Coach. They haven't rolled the clock yet. So the clock remains at 54 seconds, but they got he was out of bounds, I guess.
That may have been Byers.
That may have been Byers, yeah. So trips to the right side. He was out of bounds, 54 seconds to go. 1st and 10, Goddard showing a blitz. Man coverage on the right side with the safety over the top, so man free probably. Going to run a little screen. Boy, good job, because they had him covered, and there comes a penalty, and I think that's going to be, he ripped his helmet off. Yeah, that's what it's going to be. That's a face mask, I think, and it'll be personal foul on Goddard.
But Parra had a defensive lineman right in front of him, and they're getting that middle screen there, and he jumped up in the air and reached behind the defensive lineman to catch that ball and came down with it, and then they were trying to get him on the ground, and he just would not go down.
And so the face mask, I believe, we're going to see what the official tells us. Personal foul, face mask. So that'll march us forward. It'll be first down for the Bulldogs. 47 seconds to go.
So it's a good call, right? They did bring the blitz up the middle and had that middle screen called right where everybody was abandoning.
First and goal at the 8-yard line for Artesia. 7-7 is our score, but the Bulldogs looking to change that. A formation. Boy, Goddard is in a man-to-man on that right side. They're cheating up. Going to throw it over here. Goes through the hand. Oh, did he catch it? That's an interception. Oh, man. Bulldog turnover.
Yeah. Setting up the wide receiver screen to Jack Byers. And it was a good throw. Went right through his hands to the defender. And he caught the ball and went down with it. I didn't get his number, but, turnover. Yeah, that's tough. It's been that kind of night for the Bulldogs right now.
That's turnover number 5. 2 picks, 1 fumble, and 2 turnovers on down. So very uncharacteristic for our offense. And Goddard, let's give him some credit.
Oh, yeah.
Playing very hard on defense. And so they get the ball with 36 seconds. I'd love to see a turnover here for a touchdown. Bulldogs have done it 8 times, I think, this year. Vasquez stays in at quarterback. Snap is back and hand it off to Gibbs. And he'll just bust into a Bulldog player who drives him backwards. But he's going to get a pickup of about, looks like 4 or 5.
Marco Soto got a hold of him, and he wasn't going anywhere once he wrapped him up. I think they're going to be content just to.
Well, the Bulldogs call timeout.
Yeah, they do. I like
23 seconds. So we're going to take a timeout as well. 7-7, Goddard with the ball. We'll be back. 23 seconds to go in the half.
Looking to buy or sell a home in Artesia? Trust the team that knows this town best. Lois Oliver Real Estate. With years of local experience and a dedicated group of expert agents, we're here to guide you every step of the way. Whether you're finding the perfect place for your family or getting the best value when it's time to sell, Lois Oliver Real Estate is your hometown advantage. Visit LoisOliverRealEstate.com and let's get started today, because no one knows Artesia like we do, and we love it here.
Welcome back here to Bulldog football. We're at 27 seconds left in the half. It's 7-7, Goddard and Artesia. And I looked at Robbie right before we came back on, and I said, hanging around.
Yeah, yep. It's dangerous.
Dangerous for the Bulldogs. Fantastic for the Rockets. They've run the ball effectively. Both teams high scoring. We've already talked about that. But right now, 7-7. Snap is back. Vasquez turns, hands it off to Gibbs. He gets up to the left side. He's going to bust through and get the first down. It'll be first down for the Rockets, and the clock stops again as Artesia uses their second timeout. So you know what? We're going to take it as well because we got them. We'll be right back.
Some wounds need expert care to heal properly. At Artesia General Hospital's Wound Care and Hyperbaric Medicine Center, we use advanced treatments like hyperbaric oxygen therapy to help chronic wounds heal faster. If you or a loved one has a wound that won't heal, call 575-736-8235 today and take the first step toward recovery.
All right, so it wasn't the timeout call, but they ran the clock off. So it is halftime here at Bulldog Bowl. 7 for the Rockets, 7 for the Bulldogs. And we're going to go ahead and get our halftime show going, the Tate Branch halftime show up next. Stay right here.
Looking for the right ride at the right price? Come to Tate Branch Artesia and check out our used cars. We've got a huge selection of all makes, all models, and every color you can imagine. Priced right to fit your budget. Many vehicles have payments under $500 and come with a lifetime powertrain warranty for your peace of mind. Bad credit upside down in your trade? No problem. We work with all credit and we'll fight to get you approved. Experience the Tate Branch difference today, where great cars, great prices, and great people come together. Stop by Tate Branch at 919 South 1st Street in Artesia or visit us online at tatebranchartesia.com.
Incredible in Artesia is open for business, ready to give you the hometown quality and customer service you know and love. Georgia and her team specialize in in-house design for quality custom business cards at a competitive price. From scanning to desktop publishing, if you need it, they can do it. On Main Street across from the Derek Floor statue in downtown Artesia. For all your printing needs, think Incredible.
Jeffrey David Conklin, pretty much known to everybody as David, is running for re-election to the Artesia School Board District 1. The investment in our kids is important to their future and our community, and David knows they deserve the best we can offer.
I was born and raised in Artesia, have a servant's heart, and have spent my life using that to serve the kids in the community. Exercise your rights and go vote. Go Bulldogs.
Paid for by Jeffrey David Conklin. Artesia Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling, home-owned and operated for over 50 years, and here for all your plumbing, heating, and cooling needs. Artesia Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling has the expertise to install residential, commercial, and industrial air conditioning units, including the conversion of evaporative coolers to refrigerated air systems. Cut cooling costs with high-efficiency Carrier units from Artesia Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling, your authorized Carrier dealer. Artesia Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling, a proud sponsor of the Artesia Bulldogs and our community for over 50 years. Hey, Bulldog athletics and fans, ready to fuel up after the big game? Schlotsky's in Artesia has the mouth-watering favorites you crave. From our bold sandwiches stacked high, the crisp, fresh salads, piping hot pizzas, and fully loaded calzones. There's something for every Bulldog appetite. So whether you're gearing up to play or cheering from the stands, power your Bulldog pride with flavor that always wins. Schlotsky's Artesia, fueling Bulldog athletes and fans, one bite at a time.
To be a champion, each team member must do their part to help the team win. That is too. Edge Safety and Services LLC want to do their part to help your business win. They specialize in several field services: sandblasting, coating steamers, pressure washing, repairs, and cleanouts. Edge Safety also offers drug and alcohol screening and on-site services and safety trainings to make you better. Edge Safety and Services LLC, 575-736-1047. Proud supporter of the Artesia Bulldogs.
Picture this. You're behind the wheel of a John Deere compact tractor. You're effortlessly breaking ground, moving piles of rocks just by moving a lever, and enjoying the sun as you clear brush across your pasture. We could keep trying to put you in the moment, but to really understand what this feels like, you just have to get in the seat.
Stop by Pecos Valley Equipment in Artesia and Roswell, or visit us online at pecosvalleyequipment.com.
If you want to...
My name's Chance with Trustmark Roofing and Windows, and here's what you should expect during your window inspection. Upon my arrival, you'll receive a 15-minute courtesy call letting you know I'm on the way. Once I'm in your home, I'm going to be checking for moisture indication, functionality, and any kind of energy efficiency improvements to the inside and outside of your home. After my inspection, I'll give you my professional opinion, and then you can decide whether you want a no-obligation quote. Myself or the office will contact you to set up a date when I can show you my products and options to best suit your needs. So when choosing windows, choose Trustmark Roofing and Windows. Our goal is to give you a 5-star service and get you what you deserve, and that's the best.
Welcome back to the Tate Branch Fan of the Week segment, halftime, the big game between Roswell and Artesia. It's pretty exciting so far, and the second half is coming up in just a moment. But we've got a great couple that we're going to interview for you right now. We have Dougal and Rocio Barlow. And thank you so much for doing this today.
Thank you. You're welcome.
Yeah. You guys are just, well, you haven't gone on your honeymoon yet, but you're just back from a wedding here like a few days ago.
Yeah, we just got married on Saturday.
Well, congratulations.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Now, you're both are not originally from Artesia. Rocio, how did you wind up in Artesia?
I came to work for my sister-in-law here. She owns an InStyle, and so I came to work for her. And then about 5 years later, I opened my own business, and I thought I needed to bring my kids here, and you know, it's a great place to raise your kids.
And you're from Dexter?
From Dexter, yes. I grew up in Dexter.
Grew up a demon, huh?
I did. Darn.
No, that's okay. Everybody's got to come from somewhere.
That's
right?
true. That's true.
All right. Dougal, how'd you wind up in Artesia? I know you're not native Artesian.
No, sir. I'm originally from South Texas and moved to Denver City, and the oil field went down, so my mother-in-law was living over here and looking for work. So I went to work for a trucking company in '97. So
been here ever since?
Yes, sir.
And both of you have had children that have been Bulldogs and
Yes,
gone
sir.
through the system. Tell us about yours.
Yeah, I got
kids.
two boys. They went to state in 2015, and then they were 2 years apart. Then my youngest son, he went 2 years later, but they lost against
somebody.
Roswell team, St. Pius.
Oh, okay. Yeah. That was a tough one, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was. But
That was a tough loss, that game.
Yeah. And you had kids that went through the schools too?
Yes. So my son, my 20-year-old, 2 years ago was his senior year, and for homecoming we weren't here. We were in Spain, and so we had to wait till 3 o'clock in the morning to watch him play. So it was kept everybody all night. But the Bulldogs have Spaniard fans now.
Well, that's great, and we see that on the viewer statistics too. Every so often we'll see some viewers from Europe, and that's pretty cool. Did you wake up everybody in the hotel, the whole group? Were they all?
We all were we were staying on the beach, and so we actually were all staying in one RV together, and everybody stayed up, so we didn't have to wake anybody up to watch him play.
Wow. Watching the Bulldogs on a beach in Spain.
Yeah.
That had to be great.
Oh, it was.
True blessing.
Oh, Double, you were telling me when your kids were growing up, you were getting them all into the Bulldog routine, even having a banner for them to run through at the house?
Oh, yeah. I mean, when they were little, we'd go to the football games Friday nights, and then, the band play, and then I had a little camera, I record some of the games, and then I recorded the band. As soon as I get home, I put on the music for the band and put a paper in the hallway, and they'd bust through it, act like they're the football players, and then they go tackle each other on the couch. So.
That's a great story. Do you still have those videotapes somewhere?
Yeah.
Okay. That might make you a big star on YouTube or something like that. I don't know if they'd appreciate that. What was your first Bulldog football game that you remember going to?
Oh, shoot. I mean, there were a lot of good ones, but mainly with my boys, when they were at the state, But that was probably the most exciting one.
Yeah. But the first time, you moved to town, you see the stadium.
Yeah.
Did you have to go to a game that Friday night, or the first time there was a game there?
I have a daughter. She was in older daughter, older than the boys, and she was in band.
Mm-hmm.
So
you've been there many Friday nights.
So we went. So when she was in band, that's when we watched the game, and then from then on, every Friday night the boys wanted to go.
There you go. So growing up in Dexter, did you hear about the Artesia Bulldogs up there?
Oh, yeah, we would hear about them, but, since we didn't play them, we didn't have to worry too much about that.
So do you remember your first time to go see a game?
I do remember the first time walking in, and just the hum of the stadium and just the excitement of actually being there was just really, really awesome. He took me to my first game, and I'd been here a couple years, and I'd never experienced anything like it, and today it's the same thing. We go to the games, and the experience is amazing. This year we'll be watching his grandson. We've been watching his grandson play, and so he's number 29.
Number 29.
Number 29. So that's who we'll be watching play this. That's who we're watching play Friday nights.
Offense, defense.
Defense.
Defense?
Yeah.
He knows who he's going to be blocking tonight against Roswell, right?
Yeah.
I'm sure he's ready.
He's ready.
I'm sure he's ready.
Question. We just mentioned at the top of this that you just got married this past Saturday, but how did you two meet? You've got your salon.
Mm-hmm.
Did you go get your hair cut or something?
Yeah, that's exactly how it happened. Yeah, well, they were working at another building, down Main, and then you take, me and the boys go get a haircut. And then one day we walked in there because, I like the way she cut my hair, so I always request her. Mm-hmm. Then one day we went in there and, where are they at? And so, we couldn't find, I thought she just moved back to Roswell or something. And then there was another shop, off Main too. And then the other place was full, so stop in here. And we walked in there, and there she was. I go, well, whoa, what'd you move in here, you know? And then from there on, you know, we just got a little closer and asked for her phone number and started dating ever since.
Well, good. Well, congratulations to both of you, and thanks for being such great fans of the Bulldogs, and even watching in Spain. That just had to be a great experience.
It was awesome.
Yeah.
One of the best.
One of the best. And they're still trying to decide where to go on their honeymoon. I suggested the football game tonight, but I think it's got to be a little more impressive than that.
Yeah.
So. Well, we've got a couple of gifts for you for doing this interview with us. First of all, we've got a $50 gift card from our friends at Adobe Rose.
Oh,
so we'd like to give that to you. And then I'm not sure who's going to get the mug, but we've got an official Tate Branch Fan of the Week mug, and I'll let you guys decide who gets the. Let's see. I think he got the mug, and you got the gift card.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much for doing this. It's been fun to talk to you, and best of luck and success as everything goes forward from here.
Well,
Thank you so much. We appreciate you guys.
Thank you. Double and Rosio?
Yes. Barlow.
I told them I was going to struggle, but I'll try to get it right. Thank you so much for doing this. Thank you for watching. If you know someone that would be a great fan of the week, get a hold of Perry here at Tate Branch, and we've got a few weeks left in the football season. We'd love to get him on this year. Second half from Roswell is coming up. Don't go away. Second half from Roswell is coming up. Don't go away.
Looking for the right ride at the right price? Come to Tate Branch Artesia and check out our used cars. We've got a huge selection of all makes, all models, and every color you can imagine. Priced right to fit your budget. Many vehicles have payments under $500 and come with a lifetime powertrain warranty for your peace of mind. Bad credit upside down in your trade? No problem. We work with all credit and we'll fight to get you approved. Experience the Tate Branch difference today, where great cars, great prices, and great people come together. Stop by Tate Branch at 919 South 1st Street in Artesia, or visit us online at tatebranchartesia.com.
Innovation, service, integrity, and knowledge. J.S. Ward & Son Insurance Agency. Auto and home, life and health, personal and commercial. Bonds too, since 1925. We have the coverage for you. Innovation, service, integrity, and knowledge. J.S. Ward & Son Insurance Agency.
Looking for power, performance, and a whole lot of game day style? Come to Major Supply, your one-stop shop for industrial goods and outdoor gear. With the brands you trust, Milwaukee, Rigid, and much more. Built for the job site and tough enough for any task. And when the work's done, gear up for game day with team apparel, sunglasses, and all the sporting equipment you need to play hard and cheer harder. Tools, threads, and everything in between. Stop by today at 1808 South 1st in Artesia, or check them out online at MajorSupplyLLC.com.
Looking to start?
Across the state of New Mexico, different journeys will begin. And when their journeys unite, together will become one experience. Our campuses across New Mexico in Portales, Roswell, and Ruidoso come together to provide you the support as one family. We are one family that share one goal, one opportunity at a time. We are One Eastern.
KCLT to work 24/7, 7 days a week. Their professional mechanics are always out in the field and are DORT certified. KCLT is there to make sure your site is ready when you are ready and can certify your man lift and forklift operators on site or in our yards. Save KCLT in your contacts, 575-308-8647. Surface rental equipment all in one place. KCLT, helping you keep America running. Proud supporter of the Artesia Bulldogs.
Mac Energy Corporation is working to develop today's energy with tomorrow's technology. Technological advancements in recent years have presented new possibilities for exploration. Mac Energy strives to use these advances and stay abreast of innovative technology to ensure that our company is a forerunner in the quest for energy in the years to come. More importantly, Mac Energy Corporation is committed to being an advocate of the communities around us as we focus on youth, education, and innovative projects that address local issues. To learn more about Mac Energy, our affiliates, and our commitment to our youth and community, visit us at mec.com.
In the book of John, the writer tells us in John 1 and verse 29, the next day, John the Baptist saw Jesus coming toward him and said, Look, the Lamb of God who takes away the sin of the world. Of course, we all know what sin is. Sin is missing the mark, not doing what God wants us to do. But what sin is also in our eyes is we've ranked sin. We've said, well, this sin is worse than that sin, or I'm better than that person over there because I didn't commit that sin. But see, God doesn't do it that way. God just says, you're a sinner. We've all sinned and fallen short of the glory of God, is what Paul says. And so take an inventory of your life. Look at it with a microscope. And ask yourself, do you have that Savior? Do you have that person who takes away your sin? You can't do it on your own. You have to have Jesus. And if you don't have him, then what do you do? And if you want to answer that question, come visit us at the Hermosa Church of Christ.
All right, we're back here at Bulldog Bowl. The halftime show is over, and the Bulldogs and the Rockets are on the field. 7-7 is where we're at. If you're just now joining us here on KSVP Radio, we're on AM 990 and FM 93.7. Live stream on TV, KSVPTV.com, KSVP Radio on Facebook, and KSVP TV on YouTube. And Robbie, it's going to sound like I'm not giving Goddard any credit, and I am going to give him all the credit, but a little bit of a hangover for the Bulldogs is what I feel like coming off that big win at the Wool Bowl against Roswell.
Well, I always think about what's going on at halftime in each locker room. And I think in Goddard's locker room, they're saying, okay, guys, we got them right where we want them. Great first half, 7-7. Let's go out and play the same with the same intensity and execute a little bit better, right? They scored that one touchdown on the long fumble return, but we need to execute better on offense, pick up more first downs and sustain drives. But good job, good effort. You know, they're giving them that kind of talk. And I think with the Bulldogs, I think it was a different talk. I think it was we're killing ourselves. We've had 5 turnovers, counting the 2 turnovers on fourth down. We're dropping passes. We're missing blocks on the heavy package. Guy runs in free. It's 4th and 1. And nobody, we're just letting guys go. And so I think it was a different talk in the Artesia locker room that, they probably got chewed out pretty good. Get your head in this game. Mentally, you did not play well. And if you want to win this district game, you better come out and play a different second half.
That's what I expect. I'm in agreement with you. I think that's probably exactly how those 2 halftime talks went with the 2 coaching staffs. And Goddard right now thinking, let's just go play the game just like we've been playing. Mm-hmm. Although, you're right. I mean, they got their 1 touchdown on a 3-yard. They had it 1st and goal at the 3 and was able to just use their little bit of a heavy package and bust it in. They really haven't had much on offense, but they've turned it over one time with a regular fumble, and then they had 2 turnovers on downs. But we've had 3 regular turnovers, and that's always you turn it over more. Typically, you don't win. But right now, it's 7-7.
Right, and I think that's why I brought it up. You got to work on something. So the defense, they're going to say you're playing well. Offense, here's what we need to do. We got to go score. We're not going to win this game with 7 points. So I think they probably got on their offense pretty good.
All right, we're kicking it off as we won the toss in the first half and elected to receive. So Goddard has the ball. They're going to start defending the north end. The Bulldogs will defend the south end, and the white hat looks at everybody, and now he's going to give the go-ahead to Dominguez, and here comes the kick. He's going to kick it through the end zone once again. Actually, it bounced right in the 1-yard line. It looked like it was going to be deeper than that, but he gets it into the end zone. So it'll be 1st and 10 for the Rockets at their 20.
Yeah, a little surprised there wasn't a squib kick there, or at least kind of an onside, to try to get the ball after the second half, but Maupin chose to kick it deep.
Got a couple updates up on the big board. 42-14 Roswell over Mayfield in the second, and 46-12 Lovington over Deming in the third. And here, 7-7. Goddard and Roswell playing straight up heads up here. And we're starting the third quarter as the kick went into the end zone. So Goddard ball at the middle of the field on their own 20. They're going to go with the running back on either side of Vasquez. Snap back, turn, hand it off to Gibbs. They're going back to what they had run all first half. Bulldogs were there, and it'll be a pickup of about 2, maybe 3.
They kind of went to that a lot in the second quarter. They ran it some in the first, but they were having the most success with that and coming right back out with it in the third quarter.
And it was a pickup of 3 with forward momentum. So it'll be 2nd down and 7 for the Rockets. Ball now on the left hash, their left side of the field. So the wide side near us here in the press box. You're going to bring a Castillo, the wide out. And we've kind of been talking about him. He's been out here on an island with Villa. He's got a couple inches on Villa. See if they try to go to him at some point. Turn. hand it off. He's going to bounce it outside, and he had some speed, but Villa turned him back in. Pickup of about 4, maybe 5 with the forward momentum. Looks like it's going to be third and 1.
Good adjustment by Villa. Well, first of all, the defensive line did a great job. That was meant to go through the 4-hole, and then it wasn't open. And so he tried to bounce it out, and it looked like Villa came flying in there, and I thought, oh, he gave up his outside contain, but then he planted it and got the outside contain back.
Actually only got to he's going to be 3rd and 2. Again, I was looking at the wrong line, Judge, where he had it spotted. So we actually didn't get quite 9 yards, got 8, or he got about 6 or 5. So it's 3rd down and 2. Bulldogs looking for a big stop here. Pair of running backs on either side of the quarterback, Vasquez, and a turn. They're going to run a speed option. Bulldogs playing it perfectly, and that's a loss. Boy, we played that about as smooth and as perfect as we could, Robbie.
We did. Sergio Robles Jr. had the quarterback, and he took him, and Miguel Soto had the pitch man and made a great open field tackle for a huge loss back there.
So a great play by the defense, and that'll turn them around and have to punt here. And that's what they're doing, bringing out their punting unit. So right here, it'd be great to see a punt return for a touchdown. That's what we'll go for up here in the booth, or that's what I'll say. I'm sure you'd go for that. See if the Bulldogs come after it again, or if they're going to let it go. They're going to block this time and see if we can get a return. Villa comes up. He makes the catch. Got a pretty good wall. He is so fast, Robbie. And he's through. He's to the 20. He's to the 15. He's to the 10. Cuts back. Oh, and he cuts back and lost his footing. His helmet comes off as he hits the ground, but what a great return for the Bulldogs. And I don't see a pink flag anywhere, so I think we're down inside the 5.
There's one on the ground.
Where? I didn't see it.
On the 4-yard line right there.
Oh, well, it may have been the helmet coming off.
May have been the late hit.
Yeah.
But I tell you what, Villa, you said it earlier, and we got to rock it down, but you said it earlier that Villa is about as fast as Para.
Yeah.
And, man, when he hit that gear, he just blew by everybody in the middle of the field. He really showed his speed there. And that's number 3, Levi Vizcarra, that is being helped off the field.
Hopefully the young man is okay. Looks like maybe an ankle. And they're talking about something.
Well, Villa got up, and I don't know if he spiked that ball or not.
Well, he was aggravated because his helmet got kind of knocked off.
Yeah, so I don't know which way this is going. He was frustrated because he's on the ground, and a big lineman came and landed on him, knocked his helmet off. Maybe they're going to wave it off.
The official talking to Coach Maupin, the head coach for the Bulldogs, explaining what they're about to call, I guess. And I can't quite tell if the umpire is going to walk backwards here. I think he's going to go over and talk to Coach Bolaños maybe. He started to trot over there, but now he stopped talking to the umpire.
Well, whatever it is, it's great field position for the Bulldogs. Great punt return. As you said, they set up the punt return. They didn't try to go block the punt. They set it up, and Villa did a good job of catching it. And Charlie Campbell got a good block to initially start that return on a rocket, and then, again, Villa's speed just headed down the field.
It was like he was shot out of a cannon. He just burst through, and he is fast. He is really fast. I had the opportunity to coach him down in the youth league, and we knew he was something special all the way back then. Wasn't very big. He's not the biggest guy. Face mask on Goddard. Personal foul. That's how his helmet came off, I guess. So they're going to get half the distance. It'll be 1st and goal. I'm not sure what all that discussion was about.
Why?
Yeah.
Why all the discussion on the face mask?
I'll have to ask Coach Maupin next week.
Oh, they just marked off the Bulldogs. So
it was now Coach Maupin's coming out. Sideline infraction, and I never saw him call. I thought they got a warning the first time, but they marked that off 15 yards. So it's going to be 1st and down at the, I was going to say 1st and goal, but it was after. So 1st and 10 at the 17-yard line, ball on the left hash for the Bulldog offense here. I guess that's what the discussion was about.
Yes.
How do we do this? How do we mark all this off?
Because they weren't offsetting.
Right. Okay, trips to the right side, which is the right side. Goddard's showing like they're going to bring a guy. They don't. And Warren's just going to keep it. He gets lit up pretty good and then slammed to the ground. Let's see if he even got back to the line of scrimmage. He did. So it'll be 2nd and 10.
Hadn't really seen that this year.
First time.
Yeah, as he faked it to the right, and he came around with Parley to the left, and Perez, number 11, made a good tackle on him.
Yeah, that was not a that was a run the whole way. That was a bootleg run. So they'll bring up 2nd and 10. He did get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 at the Rocket 17-yard line. Trips to the wide side. They're in man coverage out there. Snap is back, fakes the handoff. He's going to throw a stop route, a little low. Did we catch it? Nope. Unable to pull it up off the turf. Whitehead gave a good effort, but couldn't get it up.
Yeah, went down and ran a stop route. Good route, wide open, and Derek just missed it that time. He threw it in, nose was down on the football, and it just kind of dove into the turf.
3rd down and 10. Trips again to the right side. They are in man coverage. They do have a safety over the top, but he's really watching our wide receiver down here. They've had Castillo in on Byers for a while now. They bring the blitz, step up. Would have been a 1st down, but another drop ball. Well, actually, it wouldn't have been. We would have been short about 2 yards, but Bulldogs are going to come out in the field goal right here.
Yeah, I ran a stop route again, and he threw it low. Byers had to go to the ground, and it hit him in the hands, and he dropped it. So that's about the 5th or 6th drop tonight by the Bulldog receivers.
It's going to be a 34-yard attempt here for Dominguez. Got plenty of leg. Let's see if he can boot it through and take the lead. Snap is back. Hold is good. Kick is up. Boy, it looked perfect. And it was. So 10-7 with 8:57 to go here in the 3rd quarter. We're going to take a timeout. Bulldogs lead 10-7.
When was the last time a bank asked you about your needs or your goals? When you're a member of Artesia Credit Union, you get to use your money for something more important than fees and finance charges. You get to use your money for you. Membership is open to anyone who calls New Mexico home. Become a member of Artesia Credit Union today and see what your partners can do for you. North 5th Street in Artesia or online at artesiacu.org. Artesia Credit Union, member NCUA.
Oh, what? Never mind. I'm going to talk out loud here. I was thinking we had something to read, but we didn't. So it'll be 10-7 Artesia with 8:57 to go here in the 3rd quarter. We get an explosive punt return, and then we get called back on a sideline violation, and then the Bulldogs couldn't move forward, but they do kick it through 30. I think it was a 30. Did I say 33-yard field goal? 34-yard field goal. Dominguez back on. Let's see if we do some kind of a squib or if we just kick it deep again. Here comes the kick. He is going to kick it deep again, and this time it's going to be returnable. Catching it at the 5 is Castillo. Bulldogs go down. Oh, we got outside containment lost, and Castillo still going on the sideline before he's popped out of bounds. And a late flag comes in an area where you would think it's a block behind the back or a holding, but we'll see, as there's a bit of a scuffle over there on the sideline.
Yeah, it's a tough, hard-fought football game, and we're seeing it right here on that punt return by Avila, and then also over there in the Rocket sideline. Castillo did a good job that time. He started up the middle, and he pulled everybody in, and then he bounced it outside and got out, the outside containment wasn't out there, so it's a good job of running by him.
So the holding is called, and that'll back up 10 from the spot of the foul. So it'll be 1st and 10 for the Rockets. After the kickoff return, then the holding call back at their own 29-yard line. Ball on their left hash. So the right side is their wide side. 8:48 to go here in the ball game. The band is up in Rio Rancho tonight. They're going to be marching in the state championship marching contest tomorrow. So not here tonight. We have a DJ. I think we've kind of talked about that. Right now playing La Bamba. All right, so 1st and 10 for the Goddard Rockets. They get that running back on either side of Vasquez in the backfield, slotting a wide out to the short side of the field, which is their left. Snap is back, going to turn, just hand it off to Gibbs. He's going to push forward and continue to drive forward, pick up 6.
There's a wall of bodies in there. 5 offensive linemen, 3 defensive linemen. The backers go. There's 10 guys in there, and he hits that wall and just, they get a good push and pick up 5.
So they'll huddle back up. Vasquez over talking to the coaches, getting the play. Plenty of time, 28 seconds on the play clock. It's at the half in Roswell, 42-14 over Mayfield, and 46-12 the score remains, Lovington over Deming in the 3rd quarter. They're going to come out in the same set. Slotting a wide out to the short side of the field. Castillo, the wide out to this side, covered by Villa. Snap is back, turn and hand it off again. This time to number 21. Tries to go outside. He's just going to get back to the line of scrimmage. They're letting them scrum for a long time before they blow the whistle.
They are. Again, the Bulldogs doing a good job. We haven't, and I'm going to say this, we haven't seen any long runs by Roswell tonight. They haven't broken free for a 20, 30, 40-yard run. They're getting, if they're getting anything, it's 5, 6, 7 at a time. Good job by the defense to make a kind of a 3rd and 4 right here.
All right, so they'll line up on the left hash once again as Vasquez comes from the sideline, getting his play from his coach. See what they dial up here. Bulldogs, the first series of the second half, it was about like this. We ended up getting a big tackle in the backfield as they ran an option, and we played it to perfection defensively. Again, running back on either side of Vasquez. Bulldogs showing they're going to come with 5 guys. Let's see if they do. They do they bring 4. It is a drop back pass. He's going to throw it over the middle, and that's going to go in and out of the hands of Castillo. Boy, oh no! Are you kidding me?
Yeah, Castillo was running, and Charlie Campbell had coverage, and Charlie got in front of him trying to get that, and it was just high enough he couldn't, and Castillo hit him in the hands, and he dropped it. And then that flag came in about 4 seconds after the play, and it looks like it's going to be called for pass interference.
That's what he's calling, and I didn't think it was, but I'm not the official either, and I'm way up here in the booth, so it'll be first down for Goddard. It would have been 4th and 3, but instead it'll be first down. Bulldog fans are booing like crazy. I didn't see it either, Robbie. I thought the same thing. Good job there. But, well, it could have ended up being a touchdown. He took a risk and didn't get to it, but I sure didn't see a pass interference, so an interesting call.
Well, Charlie didn't like it, and Charlie doesn't usually argue a lot. I mean, he didn't like it, and the ref talked to Charlie for that whole time that it took the White Hat to come out and make the call. He's back there talking. I know as a player, you're like, stop talking to me.
Yeah, you don't. Coaches don't like that either. Don't talk to my players. Don't coach them. We're the coaches. Hand it off up the middle, and he's going to bust forward for about 9, maybe getting close to the first down. Now they're going to get him a 8-yard pickup.
Roswell getting a little momentum here. They got a pep to their step right now. They're moving the ball, and penalties are helping them, but good run, good pickup by 8 yards that time.
I can still hear fans in our mic out there. Boy, they're not happy. And you just got. You said this in the first half. Sometimes there may be a call or two that you feel like is against you. You just got to bowl through that.
You got to overcome them.
It's football.
You have to.
Bulldogs again showing a blitz here. Snap is back and turn the hand off. Boy, and the blitz worked like a champ. They didn't have him blocked. We saw that against us, and then that was the Bulldogs that get a big tackle for loss.
Marco Soto came up, shot that gap. He didn't get picked up, and he hit him in the backfield, and he wrapped him up and swung him around and took him to the ground. So good call by the defense, good execution, and good open field tackle by Soto.
So loss of 3. It'll be 3rd down and 5 at the Bulldog 44-yard line. Ball remains on the left hash for the Goddard Rockets. As they come out and break the huddle, they're going to have a slot and a wide out to the short side of the field, which is their left. Castillo over here on the right. Quarterback Vasquez took a long look at Castillo. He's going to look to throw the ball. Bulldogs bring some pressure, but Vasquez is going to I said easily. He does end up picking up the first down. I thought he was going to get it easy. Somebody got there and kind of slowed him down, but he got the first.
Dominguez, open field over there. He kind of broke down like he coached him to, and Vasquez just gave him a little move, froze him, and then was able to get around him and get out of bounds, past the stick. So good move by Vasquez.
And that would be a coverage thing right there. He didn't really have anywhere to go with it, and that left side kind of opened up for him, and then making that one-man miss, he picks up the first down. So 1st and 10 for the Rockets at the Bulldog 37-yard line. Ball on the left hash. 5:42 to go here in the third quarter. 10-7 Artesia. Hard-fought defensive game.
Eating the clock up, too.
All right, Goddard with the slot and a wide out and an X-back to the right side, which is the wide side of the field. Castillo on the left side by himself with a corner on him only. And they're going to run out of time. They're going to take a timeout. Took it right as it turned 0. So I think we'll go ahead and take a timeout as well. 10-7 Artesia, 5:42 to go in the third quarter.
Hey CVE members, have you scheduled your no-cost home energy audit? If not, it's time to sign up. Call 575-746-3571 to get your name on the list for a free home energy audit. Weather stripping, new door sweeps, minor repairs, and much more. Start saving money and keep that purchased air in your home. Central Valley Electric Cooperative is happy to partner with Green Metal Energy for this valuable audit. Again, 575-746-3571.
All right, so both teams on their sidelines during this timeout that Goddard took, and that helps us, I think, Robbie, that they have to take one here in the third quarter. They were almost out of time. They had a call just before the time clicked off for the delay game.
But Jeremy Maupin not happy on the sideline. He had the head referee and the sideline judge on his side, sideline ref, and he was talking to him that whole timeout. And every now and then they put their hands out like, settle down, coach, you know. But I think he has a reason to be talking to them.
All right, so it'll be 1st and 10, 37-yard line of the Bulldogs for the Goddard Rockets. Again, they're going to have one receiver out here on an island with our corner. Everybody else kind of bunch set on the left side, which is the short side of the field. Gibbs goes to the left of Vasquez in the backfield. Snap is back, going to pitch it that way. Bulldogs play it pretty good, but he is able to turn back in and get back to the line of scrimmage, maybe a half yard short of the line.
Well, they're sticking to that running game, trying to go that left side, just to nobody left, and Bulldogs just floating down that line of scrimmage, and there was nowhere to go. He's trying to pick a lane, nowhere to go, so good play by the Bulldogs.
And a good job by the running back Gibbs, because I thought we had him for a tackle for loss. He was able to get back to the line of scrimmage on the great defensive play by the Bulldogs. So it'll be 2nd and 10. Ball remains on the left hash as Goddard breaks the huddle with 5:06 and counting here in the third quarter. Slot the wide out to the far side, which is the short side of the field. Vasquez looks over the Bulldog defense. Snap is back. They're going to run it to this left side, and again, the Bulldogs are right there, and they're going to try to pull him forward. Not going to be able to. Pick up a maybe one.
Jonah DePorto, number 70, first Bulldog in there, got him from behind and had him wrapped up, but he kept moving his legs, and then other Bulldogs came in. So only 1 yard pickup. Good play by DePorto.
So it'll bring up 3rd and 9 after that 1 yard. 4:32 and counting here in the third quarter. Goddard's quarterback over talking to his coach. Vasquez, he'll trot back in with 20 on the play clock. Ball near the middle of the field. Bulldog defense ready to go here and get a stop. Artesia's fans on their feet.
He just tapped Castillo on the helmet, so let's see what he does here.
Snap back. He is going to drop the throw. He is looking over the top. He's going to throw it over to Castillo, and there should not be a penalty there. They got their feet tangled up, and there isn't one.
They really didn't get tangled up. I was watching it through the binoculars, and he just went down. It's kind of like, it's almost like he was trying to draw it.
Oh, okay.
And I wonder what's been going on then.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, Charlie's running right beside him. Not behind him, just right beside him.
Yeah.
And he just went down the ground.
So that brings up 4th down and 9. Good coverage, as you just pointed out. Good coverage, great coverage by Charlie Campbell. He was out there on him man-to-man and stayed right on him. So 4:02 to go here in the third quarter. Bulldogs looking to get another 4th down turnover here. As Goddard will come out and run a play. They're going to bring one receiver to the wide side. Ball near the far hash. They got a little bunch set over there. Vasquez in the backfield, dropping to throw. Looking to throw it deep again. He's going to throw it down the field. We turn around, and that's going to be incomplete. No penalty flag. Turnover on down. Tootie McNeil with the coverage.
Elijah Valdez running down that sideline. Tootie step for step. And the ball was a little long, but there was no gap in there for that ball to get in. Tootie had great coverage, so great defense by the Bulldogs.
Tootie, he's running with him. He's looking at him as he's running, and he whirled his head, and I guarantee why he did. He read the receiver's eyes. The ball was coming. He whipped around. Great play, as you said, and the Bulldogs get it back on a turnover on downs. We need to see the offense just fire down the field. I'm going to call it. We're going to fire down the field and get a touchdown.
All right.
Slotting a wide out either side. Parra in the backfield in the pistol. Ball near the right, almost on the far hash, which is the right hash to the Bulldogs offense. Brings a man in motion. Snap is back. Going to fake that. Going to hand it off. Fake it and pitch it back to Warren. He's got a man wide open. If he can get it to him. And that might be picked, Robbie. I think it's a turnover on a pick He underthrew it so bad that's a turnover.
Eglin running down the sideline had 10 yards on the defender, but the ball was so underthrown he had to wait on it. And I'm trying to get the number over there as everybody's going crazy on the Goddard sideline, hitting him on the head. But he made a great play. He recovered and then went out and got that ball, and Eglin became the defender. So another turnover for the Bulldogs.
So I was wrong. We did not fire down the field and go touchdown. Defense right back on the field. I mean, that's the first time we've seen the double reverse and then pitch back to our quarterback. A long developing play, but he was, would you say 10? He made at least 10 yards deeper, but just underthrew it by about 10.
Well, and he had somebody bearing down on him. He couldn't really just rear back and throw that ball.
Right. All right, so a pair of running backs either side of the quarterback, Vasquez, is going to turn and hand it off. And the Bulldogs play it pretty good. He's going to end up getting maybe 3. Well, they're marking him forward a lot. So it's going to be a pickup of about 1, 2, 3, 4 with the forward momentum. Second down and 6.
We get it. First Bulldog in there is Yvonne Chavez, number 59. Came down the line of scrimmage and got around his legs, but he couldn't get him down.
All right, so it'll be second down and 6 from the 36-yard line. Ball near the far hash, so their left hash. Goddard will stay in a double running back position here. I think that is Vasquez still in? I believe that's still him. They got a slot and a wide out to the wide side, which is their right side. Snap is back, fakes a handoff. He's going to throw it over here to number 1. The ball's up in the air. Boy, the Bulldogs, if Charlie would have saw that bounce up, he would have been going the other way, but he was getting ready to tackle Castillo.
Yeah, Charlie was coming in to put a big hit on him, and that ball hit Castillo and went up in the air, and Charlie wrapped him up. As you said, he didn't see it go up like that, or he went and got it.
Villa was coming from back there, but it was too far away to go get it, even with his speed. So a big third down once again for the Bulldogs. Third down, they've got a couple of firsts. You talked about it. They got a couple of firsts on penalties on the Bulldogs in that last drive, and then we shut them down. But Bulldog defense looking to rise up again. 36-yard line of the Rockets as they break the huddle on the ball near the far hash. Slot and wide out to this side, one receiver to the far side. Pair of running backs, one on either side of Vasquez. Snap is back. He's going to run the ball, straight run. Bulldogs string it out really well, and he's not going anywhere. Robbie's going to lose about 5. Oh, ball come out.
No, that stripped that ball before
that ball
he went
was
down.
out, and they're going to say he was down, but I agree with you. It's going to be a turnover, but not a touchdown.
I mean, that was a great job and great defense by the Bulldogs in that run to the left. And I'm watching again up close. Jonah DePorto, number 70, came in there, grabbed him out, and he stripped that ball out before he went to the ground. It came out. But good defense. We're going to get a punt here.
Yeah.
Officials not having a good game.
You were
tonight.
looking at it right with the binoculars, but I saw it too. I thought it was a touchdown Bulldogs.
Well, you wonder if a knee's down or something, or what he was seeing.
He was going backwards. I guess maybe they said forward momentum had
yeah.
stopped is the only thing I can figure. All right, so on to punt. It's a little bit high of a punt. Bulldogs are going to set up a return again, and we're going to call a fair catch and make the catch at the, let's see where they mark him down, 37, 38.
Well, I tell you what, with how the Bulldog offense has not been very effective tonight and how Goddard defense, I guess, played well, defense has kept us in the game tonight, Joe, because they're averaging 38 points a game.
Yeah, you got us averaging well over 40. You got them averaging 38 and a 10-7 with 2 minutes left in the third quarter. So a good defensive battle, and we're going to, as Artesia Bulldog guys, we're going to say we're just not playing our best, but Goddard's playing good defense too. Mm-hmm. Trips to the left, which is the wide side for the Bulldogs. Turn, hand it off to Parr going around the right side. He's going to burst in there and get about 11 yards.
Like I said, a little more of that. We kind of got away from it. We got a little pass happy in the second, third quarter. We need to establish that run game again with Parra. He's dangerous. Talon Payne makes the tackle.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line on the Bulldogs half. Trips again to the left, right back on the line. No huddle. Snap is back. Yeah, they're in that 4-1 again, and there goes Parra. He's going to pick up about 5 yards as he just battles forward, maybe even got 6 with the forward momentum.
Well, doing the same thing that Gibbs is doing, right? They hit him about 3 yards, and he bounced off the hit and just kept going forward.
Second down and 4, we're right back on the line of scrimmage. They stay in that 4-1, and we're liable to see us keep running. They're in it again. Warren's looking over the defense. Snap is back. He's going to fake the handoff this time. He's got Hodling. Oh, I don't know who he was throwing it to. I thought he was throwing it to Kale, but he kind of split the difference. The ball hit the ground between two receivers.
Yeah, it looked like maybe a miscommunication there. Maybe Kale broke inside and he thought he was going outside, or who knows?
Either that or it was just short to or is that Byers. But either way, it falls incomplete. So they'll bring up 2nd down and 4. All right, we're back in the normal look here for the Bulldogs. Their base offense, the slot and a wide on either side. Parra in the pistol behind. They look like they're going to bring a stunt. They're going to throw it over there on the inside screen. We got a lot of room to run as Eglin going down the sideline. He's going to spin and finally be tackled as he cut back inside down about the 31-yard line, or 21-yard line. Great pickup.
Yeah, great pickup. Great call as they brought the blitz on the inside, went outside receiver. Now Eglin's on the ground. He's still taking some time to get up. Mikhail Hodley went out there and got the block that freed him to go down that sideline.
And that's one of the things our receivers do a pretty good job of. They block well. And you like to see that on those bubble screens or those little slip screens that we run a lot of. 1st and 10 at the 21-yard line for the Artesia Bulldogs. 24 on the play clock. We're down to 57 on the game clock here in the 3rd quarter, leading 10-7. Trips to the left side, which is the wide side of the field. Parra back there in the pistol. Going to throw the ball. That's going to be caught. Oh, and he slipped down trying to turn back, and there is a penalty flag down. They might have been offsides out here on our receivers.
Yeah, Whitehead ran that out route, caught it, and was going to plant and go back towards the inside, and both feet came out from under him. Montoya was on the coverage, and he had a pretty good cushion.
Holding on the offense out there. That's an interesting call, Robbie, because where he threw it and where he threw the flag down, it would have been like he was calling on one of our receivers. And they were all 3 running routes. That wasn't a slip screen or anything. That was just all 3 running routes. But the official calls holding on the Bulldogs, so that'll back us up. It'll be 1st and 20.
It's interesting because the line judge, my understanding, right, as soon as the ball snaps pass play, he's got to pick up the outside receiver.
Yeah.
And so why is he still watching the line?
Well, that's what I'm saying. Maybe he called on the line. He must have had to because we weren't holding on the receivers.
No.
But the way through is anyway. All right, trips to the right side, which is the wide side of the field. Well, we got a lot of room on this left side in terms of short side of the field. We're going to fake it that way. He's going to turn back and throw it to him, though. Parr is at the 20. He's got one man to beat, and he will do that. Touchdown, Artesia. No flags down. We're going to go up 16-7.
We stacked the right side with all the receivers one, and so mainly we were defensive heavy on the defensive left side. Fake it to Parra, and Parra comes out on the left side, and there's nobody out there. Nobody out there. So great call by the coaching staff, great execution by the offense.
And that's what I meant when I said we got a lot of green on the left, even though it's a short side of the field. They only had one guy in man coverage on this side. And so, yeah, it looked like a lot of grass and ended up being.
Yeah.
Hold is down, kick is up, and the kick is good. So Artesia, with 36 seconds to go in the 3rd quarter, take a 10-point lead. It's 17-7, and we'll take a break. We'll be right back.
When you or your loved one is miles away from the nearest hospital, Trans-Aero Medevac has you covered. Out in the oil field, accidents can't wait. The Trans-Aero Helicopter Medical Evacuation Response Team gets critical care to you fast, no matter how remote the site. When every second counts, trust the fastest lifeline in the sky, Trans-Aero Medevac. Proudly serving Southeast New Mexico and West Texas. Loan for free thanks to the partnership from the City of Artesia and Trans-Aero Medevac. Life support by air.
All right, welcome back here. The Bulldogs take the 17-7 lead. And that touchdown summary presented by Perry Connor at Artesia Ford Sales. You'll score a winning deal when you visit with Perry tomorrow. And please ask about their mobile service program. And we don't have Josh with us. We don't have our full stats, Robbie, but it was a good drive by the Bulldogs. I think they went about 56, 57. Seemed like we got the punt back on our side around the 40. So about a 60-plus yard drive. Ended up with Parr on the reception on the left side from Warren for the touchdown.
Yeah, and overcame a couple penalties on that offensive drive, too, to go down and score the touchdown. So have to do that.
Yep. All right, here's Corbin. He's going to kick it deep again to the left side, and that's going to be run back. And the ball's on the ground. Tried to catch it over his head. Bulldogs are getting down there late, though, and sometimes that happens, although there's a penalty flag back there about where there'd be an illegal block or a holding. But Goddard's number 5 is able to get it back out to about the 29-yard line.
Yeah, one guy deep in Castillo in the middle of the field, so Dominguez kicked it to the left side, so Kyle Mosqueda had to run backwards to try to go get that and try to catch it over his head and wasn't able to hit him and then went to the turf.
So it was a block in the back on the return team, and that's a spot foul. So it'll be half the distance. They'll be inside the 10 here to start with 30 seconds left in the third quarter. And this is, you're down by 2 scores here, and you're a running team, but do they have to start throwing right now, Robbie, or do they do that yet with the fourth quarter to go? What would you do if you're the head coach? Start throwing
I don't know with his offense. I think he throws more, a lot of more play action, but he's got to stick with that running game a little bit.
All right, so 1st and 10 at their own 7-yard line for the Goddard Rockets. Gibbs to the left side, and is that the new quarterback, or is that still Vasquez? That's still Vasquez. Turn, fake the hand. Oh, he handed it off to him. He faked me out. He's going to rush right up into it and get about a 2-yard pickup out to the 10, maybe a 3-yard pickup.
Yeah, they're deep in their own territories. They're probably just trying to get some yardage to get some space between them and the end zone. Number 59 for the Bulldogs, Yvonne Chavez, makes the tackle.
77 kind of limping. They're going to call an injury timeout, let him get off the field for the Goddard Rockets. Number 77, hopefully he's okay. He come up kind of gimpy there.
Number 53 comes in for him, Cibalos.
And who is 77?
Nunez.
Nunez is the one that's injured. He walked off under his own power. In fact, he'd started to turn back and go to the huddle, but then the official called a injury timeout and let him get off field. But there's only 3 seconds. He should start it up right here, and this should be the final play, if they even run one, and that will end the third quarter. Bulldogs 17, Rockets 7. It'll be 2nd down and 10. They need to blow the whistle because we're out of time. And there finally they do.
Well, one of the Bulldog coaches had to go tell the line judge down here that the quarter was over.
Yeah, so that's the end of the third quarter. It'll be 2nd down for the Rockets on their own 10-yard line, 2nd and 7 when we come back.
If you're missing a tooth or several teeth, a dental implant may be the ultimate solution. Implants look and feel so much like real teeth that you probably forget you have an implant. Maupin & Brown Dentistry is one of New Mexico's most experienced implant providers, with literally thousands of implant patients who are absolutely delighted with the results. Call Maupin & Brown today for an evaluation. You'll be surprised how affordable implants can be. Maupin & Brown, your choice for experienced, state-of-the-art dentistry.
All right, Robbie, we saw a good defensive matchup here. There has been a lot of turnovers, and so, one could argue that's been a little sloppy, but also could be argued, well, the defenses are playing pretty good.
I'm going to go with the latter.
Yeah.
Because I want to give the Rockets credit. Their defense has played well. And, they're taking advantage of some of the Bulldog miscues, but they've played well overall. And then the Bulldog defense, boy, they have played excellent tonight.
Yeah.
Well,
that score, and we pointed out a couple of times that it was after a Bulldog turnover, and they had a 1st and goal at the 3, and they got the touchdown, but that's been it. They haven't been able to move the ball really at all.
And they haven't been hadn't even been close.
All right, so it'll be 2nd down and 7 from their own 10-yard line as the Bulldogs get ready defensively. Offensively, the Rockets ready to go. Snap is back. Fake the handoff. Going to throw it out here to number 9. He's going to cut back inside. He'll get the 1st down or right at it before he's tackled by Charlie Campbell.
So our safety is covering him, Charlie Campbell, and he's got a good cushion because he's got deep anyway. And as they get it in his hand, Charlie comes up and closes fast, but not before he got the 1st down. He made a good tackle. They just didn't need that much.
So it'll be 1st and 10 at the Rocket 17-yard line, and the ball near the near hash. So their wide side is their right side on this coming up play. And they're still taking a lot of time between plays, or at least right here early in the fourth quarter, down by 10. 17-7 Bulldogs as Vasquez gets back into the huddle with 14 seconds on the play clock as they get up on the line. Slotting a wide out to the wide side. Vasquez takes a snap, going to hand it off to Gibbs. He's going to go up in the middle there and just kind of bull forward and pick up about 2 yards.
What happens is the guys on the side of where Gibbs is going through the hole, they get him to get free, so they get him on the side. They don't get him up in front, and so they kind of get their hands on him, and he drags them, and he runs through those arms, not through them. They still wrap him up, but nobody's hitting him head on.
Yeah, and he got 2 yards. So second down and 8. You're right. It looks like it's going to be more than that, but they're dragging him down. And I don't know our linebackers. I need to open my eyes a little wider and look at the whole field a little better, because I'm not sure if they're getting hung up where they're getting hung up at. All right, so second down and 8 at their own 19-yard line. Bulldogs showing like they're going to come. Boy, we're just crowding the line of scrimmage now. Kind of have been all game long. Quarterback's going to keep it, and he's going to pick up some yards, and there's that penalty. I thought I saw a hold back there. Let's see if that's what they call. Vasquez holds it. It's up to about 6 yards.
Had a bunch set on that left side, just stacked the receivers over here, so we're all stacked in there, and then ran it to the right. Vasquez found a crease and cut up through it, but there was holding.
Yeah, I saw him grab a hold, and then I saw the flag come in, so I thought, well, he threw it right at where they were holding. So it was a holding call. It'll remain second down, march them back 10 yards. It'll be at the 10-yard line, so it'll be second down and, 18. As Vasquez, actually that's not Vasquez coming in, or is it? Yeah, it is. Coming in from the sideline, get the play. Slotting wide out to the right side, the ball in the middle of the field for the Rockets. Second and long. Again, Castillo matched up over here by himself. They're going to run. There's another, that might be illegal man downfield. They're going to break up some yards and get about 10 of their yards back, but there is 2 penalties down, a hold and they might be both holding.
Valdez lined up wide right and then just came running at Valdez. Well, Elijah Valdez, the receiver at the quarterback, and he threw it to him, and he just broke up the middle. Campbell came and made, Julian Beza came and made the tackle.
So half the distance, it was holding. They both saw it, the umpire and the white hat. They threw it right in the middle of the field. You know, it was close to being an illegal man downfield, too, and initially I thought maybe that's what the umpire had called, his flag, because I thought I saw a hold in the backfield, but anyways, it's a holding, half the distance, so it's back on the 5 now. Second and really long. What is it, second and 22 from the 5-yard line. 10:06 and counting to go here in the ball game. They're going to run that bunch set to the left, their left, offensive left, one receiver over to the right. Vasquez takes a snap. He's going to drop back to throw. Bulldogs putting on some pressure. Going to throw it down the field, and it's going to be broken up down there. It'll be third and long. Good defense.
Yeah, Adel Villa's been on an island all night. We talked about it. Man-to-man coverage on their best receiver, Castillo, and he's really good. And he didn't give him the inside that time. He took away the inside, so Castillo went down the sideline. Adel Villa's right there with him. Great defense.
So they'll bring up third and 22 at their own 5-yard line. And do you gamble here and try to go get it as a Bulldog defensive line? I mean, are they going to bring the heat or just play normal and turn it over on downs? We'll see what they do.
It's third down, right?
It's third down. So I'm wondering if we try to bring it or if and get a defensive turnover.
I don't think so. I think you sit back. Their passing game's not that dangerous,
right?
So I don't think so.
All right, they're back in their normal look here. We're acting like we're bringing 5 guys. Linebackers both up in the gaps. Snap is back. They drop back. Don't bring them. And there is a penalty down, false start on the receiver on the near side. That's going to half the distance. It'll be third and longer.
Boy, Ivan Chavez a little frustrated. He drove his lineman all the way into the end zone, got separation and was about to go make a sack.
And the flag and the penalties.
But he drove him 5 yards deep.
Yeah, we're getting a burst off down there on our defensive line. They are really doing a good job just bursting forward.
And right now it's number 55, which is Alejandro Ontiveros. And number 67, Brandon Beza, that's also with Chavez.
All right, so the Bulldog defense gets ready to go. We're going to show blitz again. Our linebackers stepping up in them gaps. They dropped out of it a minute ago. Snap is back. They drop out of it again. 3-man rush is putting some pressure on. He's going to turn and throw it, and that's going to be no good. Nice swat. No! That was a swat and cradle again. Robbie, that was not a penalty. Good job by Tootie McNeil, but they're going to call pass interference.
Well, the ball hit in the turf 5 yards in front of both of them, and oh my gosh. Here's what's frustrating, right? It's what he's calling he couldn't see. From where he called it on the line of scrimmage, he could not see that because it was behind. If he called duty, the only thing he called is duty holding with his left hand behind the receiver. And there's no way that ref could see that from where he is. 0.
Is that an automatic first down? I couldn't remember. I don't think it is. So it'll be 15 yards, but
so
still third down. Yeah, that was a tremendous SWAT cradle, even though the ball was, like you said, 5 yards away from them. Just good defense, at least I thought it was. And we got that called on us last week, too, on a perfect SWAT and cradle.
Yep.
Cradle and SWAT, however you say that. But pass interference called, so it's going to be third down, a little more manageable, 3rd and 10 for the Rockets. Snap back, going to roll out to his left. Bulldogs getting some pressure. That's going to be caught, but short of the first down, about 2 yards short. So it'll be 4th and 2 on their own 25.
Good route by Noah Lujan. He just drove Adele Villa backwards, then he came back towards the ball. Good throw by Vasquez. So we'll see what, with 9 minutes left, if Coach wants to go for it.
We're going to have a White Hat was blowing the ball dead. Oh, was our clock running? They went out of bounds, or well? All right, so it's 4th and 2. Looks to me like they're going to go for it. They got both quarterbacks over there talking to the coaches. They have not started the play clock yet, which I don't understand that. Now it finally starts. Vasquez stays in. 4th and 2 at their own 25. Bulldog fans coming to life, getting on their feet. Great student body here. They got those 3 guys lined up in line, and they're going to shift over with the heavy side to the left. Now he's going to send it out his back, empty backfield. Snap is back. He's looking to throw the ball. There was a hold. They didn't call it. And then it's dropped. Good. It's a back shoulder throw. Good coverage by McNeil, but they turned over on downs, Robbie, at their own 25.
Well, that worked. Castillo's going down with Tootie McNeil, and they throw it that back shoulder, and Castillo planted, turned around, hit him in the hands, and he dropped it. So break for the Bulldogs there.
And we're giving a lot of credit for them saying it was back shoulder. It may have just been the way the throw ended up. I'm the one that said it.
Yeah, he adjusted well, whatever it was,
yes,
right?
Great adjustment by Castillo, just wasn't able to reel it in.
Yeah.
So turnover, yeah, it looked like it was going to be an easy first down.
Yeah.
But instead, first down for the Bulldogs offense, and they're going to go trips to the right side. This is where you just got to put your foot down and go. Man coverage, a little bit miscommunication out there. Snap is back, going to turn, hand it off to Parr. He breaks the left side. He's to the 15. That's going to be hard to stop. That's a touchdown, Artesia. Great blocking out there by the wide receiver, but really nobody touched Parr. Great blocking across the board.
And I was thinking we got to go with the running game, right? They're sitting in that 5-man in the box, and Artesia coaches have seen it too. You know, last week we beat Roswell, and Warren threw 6 touchdown passes. We did not have a rushing touchdown. Tonight it's Parra.
Yeah. Yeah, when they're in that 4-1, we're running the ball. We've seen it all night, and that time he was just going. So they're going to come out of that little spread-looking PAT. Snap is back, holds it down, kick is up. It looked good, and it was 24-7 Artesia with 9:07 to go in the ball game. We'll be right back.
Unlock the power of effective financial control with First American Bank's wide range of products to help you manage the inflow and the outflow of your cash while gaining efficiency and maximizing profitability. Plus, with robust security measures available through our treasury management products, you'll have greater peace of mind knowing you have taken steps to protect your money. Let us be your partner in growth and success, because when you succeed, we do too. First American Bank, your local first community bank since 1903. Member FDIC.
All right, welcome back here. The Bulldogs go up 24-7 on that touchdown, and that touchdown presented by Perry Connor at Artesia Ford Sales. You'll score a winning deal when you visit with Perry tomorrow. Please ask about their mobile service program. Bulldogs score on a run to the left side. Parra goes in untouched. 24-7 is our score. Here's the kick by Dominguez. Going to squib it over to the right side. It's going to be caught on the line drive by number 2. And then he's got some room. He's fast. Bulldogs are going to have to get out there. And we've got Dominguez playing safety, and he will keep it from going all the way down the field. But a nice run back for the Rockets.
Kind of backfired on the Bulldogs there. They did do the short kick. Jordan Chavez line drive, and he fielded it cleanly in the air. And then he had a lane down that left side, showed his good speed.
All right, so it'll be 1st and 10 for the Rockets at the Bulldog 30-yard line. Ball on the left hash, their left side. As Goddard will be in the huddle. They're waiting on their quarterback, still on the sideline. 9:01 to go here in the ball game. Bulldogs up by 21. 24-7. Is that right? 21-7. No, we're up by. Man, I can't count. I'm not even going to try. My brain's too fried. It's Friday. Snap is back. Going to hand it off to Gibbs. He's going to go into the middle there, and he's going to be met by a host of Bulldogs after picking up 2.
Good job by Robles in there. First Bulldog, and then some others came in to help.
So this game, if we can wrap this up, Robbie, and get the win, we'll still be undefeated in district. We've got Mayfield coming here next Friday to wrap up the regular season. And so the Bulldogs right now in the driver's seat to take the district championship. And we haven't had that in a while. Roswell's had it the last 3 or 4 years. So that'll be good if the Bulldogs can hold on here. Trips now. So Goddard looks on a different set. We have not seen it yet. And then a penalty coming in off sides on Artesia. I wonder if it was all the way down on the line. It must have been, maybe.
Yeah, that side judge over there called it on the trip side, and we had 3 guys lining up there and looking at possibly a Miguel Soto.
So you think it was out there on the DBs?
I do, because the receiver over Soto looked like he was giving him a hard time.
How did they get? Have they run a play?
Yeah.
How did they get?
Yeah, they had a run and play.
Okay. Oh, that's right. They got 2. They're going to throw it out there to the right side. Number 9 catches it. He'll have the first down before he's tripped up just about the 16-yard line.
And that trips out there. They run 2 deep. He's lined up on the inside of that trips and just runs an out route, kind of clear out for him. Campbell comes up and makes a great tackle.
It's a 17-point lead. I don't know why my brain wouldn't work. 24-7. They're going to go trips left this time, which is the wide side of the field. Castillo, the lone receiver on the far side. Man coverage across the board. Snap is back and hand it off. He's going to bounce it outside. Bull his way. That's number 12. That's Gibbs, and he gets down almost to a first down inside the 10.
Yeah, I got it sealed off that time. Nobody got that left side sealed, and he got that corner before Julian Beza made the tackle.
So pick up a 9. It'll be 2nd down and short 1. Vasquez with Gibbs to his left in the shotgun. Snap back, hand it off to him again. He's going to get the first down, I do believe. Hit right at the line of scrimmage, but pushes forward.
Marco Soto lined up at the right defensive end and just went flat down the line. Made a good hit, but his forward momentum got him the first down.
So 1st and goal for the Goddard Rockets at the Bulldogs 6-yard line. Boy, I'd love to see a defensive stand right here. Just kind of put an exclamation point on for our defense. Goddard's got 4 plays to get 6 yards. They break the huddle. They're going to go trips again to the right side. Ball in the middle of the field. Gibbs to the right of Vasquez in the backfield. Bulldogs playing those 3 down linemen in tight, and they got 2-7 techniques as well. So 5 up on the line of scrimmage looking for the run. He does hand it off, and guess what? The Bulldogs were right there, but they push forward and pick up about 2.
That's a good job. It's a good job by the defense. They held him at 2 yards, but you only got 6 yards to go, so it's tough.
So it'll be 2nd and goal at the 4-yard line. 6:10 and counting to go here in the ball game. Play clock down to 22 as Vasquez gets into the huddle. Trips to the right. See if the Bulldogs stay in that same type of goal line defense. They do. They're going to go out there with those trips. Man coverage. Snap is back. Wasn't there a penalty?
I thought I heard a whistle, but they just ran a slant route to Elijah Valdez. Charlie and Soto were switching, and they kind of caught him in that switch, and he just ran a slant route, and it was an easy throw and catch.
So a nice touchdown slant, and Rockets get back within 11. They're going to go for the PAT, it appears, so they can try to get within 10 with 5:48 to go here in the ball game. I thought there was a false start, but I thought there was a whistle. But there was not. Snap is back, hold is down, kick is up, and the kick is good. So with 5:48 to go in the ball game, 24-14, Artesia with the 10-point lead.
Are you ready to make a difference in the lives of students and athletes right here in the City of Champions? Artesia Public Schools is now hiring school bus drivers for routes and activities. A CDL, background check, and drug test are required, but don't worry, we'll help you get your CDL. Join the team and drive our Bulldogs to success on the road and in life. Visit bulldogs.schoolspring.com to learn more. That's bulldogs.schoolspring.com. Drive the pride of Artesia.
Welcome back here to Bulldog Bowl. Joby Hodling and Robbie Blue with you on KSVP Radio, AM 990 and FM 93.7. We're on live stream as well, KSVPTV.com, KSVP Radio on Facebook, and KSVP TV on YouTube. However you're watching or listening, thanks for tuning in. I want to shout out again to the Artesia soccer teams, both the girls and the boys sweep district. First time in history that they did it in the same year. They both win the district title, and they're having their watch party to see where they get seeded. Big records. I think they only lost 3 games apiece, like 16-3 or 17th or something like that. Congratulations to our Bulldog soccer teams. As Goddard lines it up, we're expecting a onside kick. Let's see what they do. And the kick. He's going to kick it deep. So the Bulldogs will fade back. They're going to have to field it or let it go into the end zone. Well, they fielded it back there. And that's Para, I think. And he's so fat. Well, he kind of trips, and we're going to have a penalty flag back there where you're probably going to see a hold or an illegal block.
Probably a good decision, as our 2 deepest guys are at the 20-yard line, and the kicker kicked it between them, hit on about the 13 or 14, and started rolling towards the end zone, but didn't know if it was going to get in there, so Parr picked it up on the 1-yard line.
So it is a holding, and every time I watch our white hat, Robbie, he keeps his penalties really tight in on his chest, and I'm having a hard time seeing them. Some officials really put their hands and arms out, but he keeps it right in. But I heard Danny Parker say it was a holding, so I'm going to believe him.
His arms aren't that long.
Well, he doesn't have long arms anyway, as you correctly point out. 1st and 10 for the Bulldogs at their own 9-yard line. We're going to go spread out here on the left side, which is the wider side of the field. Trips over there, 1 receiver to the near side. Para back behind Derek. Derek's going to take the the snap and hand it off to Warren. I guess I've had a long week. My words aren't coming out very clear.
Good job by Kyle Masita, because if he doesn't get Para down, he may be going to the house. So it was a good tackle by him on Para. Good run, but picked up 7.
So it'll be 2nd and 3 for the Bulldogs. They're now starting to take some time, taking their time. Although we can take a lot more time. 25 seconds on the play clock. Let's see if Derek, and he's done a pretty good job of that this year, looking at the play clock and just standing back there, letting it tick down. It's 2nd down and 3. Snap is back. Fake the handoff. Looking to throw it. Going to throw it deep, and that's just way overthrown. That'll stop the clock with 4:58 to go and a 3rd down and 3. 3.5.
Yeah, Eglin running a deep post route, and Castillo, number 1, is right on him, step for step. It's interesting, right? We didn't let the play clock run down, and then we throw an incompletion, so it stops the clock.
Yeah. All right, so 3rd down and 3.5 for the Bulldogs at their about the 16.5-yard line. Trips to the far side, which is the whites. They're in man coverage over. They do have a safety over the top, but a lot of things we can do, and it looks like we called the timeout. We did. So with 4:58 to go here in the ballgame, 24-14 Artesia, and we'll go ahead and take a timeout as well.
Did you know Artesia Ford now offers mobile service? That's right, we come to you. From fluid and air filter changes, battery and wiper replacements, low tires to diagnostic scans and software updates, Artesia Ford's mobile service makes light maintenance easy and convenient. Call Stephen Chavaria, your mobile service manager today, 575-746-3578 to schedule your visit. Limited services and distances apply, so don't wait. Get service on the go with Artesia Ford.
All right, welcome back here. It is 4th quarter. Bulldogs have a 3rd down, and we're going to say a short 4. 4:58 to go in the ball game, leading 24-14. We're at our own 16-yard line, so not really in 4-down territory. Trips to the left side.
3rd and 3. Need this first down.
One receiver to the near side. Goddard getting in there where they want to be. Going to run the speed option. Parra gets it, and he's going to have the first down plus. He's still on his feet. Gets all the way out to the 30-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10, Artesia.
Good call. Good execution by Warren. Right, he froze the defender to give the pitch out there, and no one out there with Parra. Turned that corner. Eglin had a good block. Number 44 comes up from behind Eric Gutierrez and makes the tackle, but good play by the Bulldogs.
Yeah, we were on our own 16, I think, so all the way out to the 30, a 14-yard pickup. And Warren does a pretty good job on those. When we run those speed options, he does a pretty good job making the guy commit to him.
Well, I'd almost take Parra out and make Warren run the ball as a defense.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, he would be better for you as a defense because he's not a running back. He's a quarterback. Snap back, going to fake the handoff, going to throw a little stop right over here to Eglin. Oh, he stepped out of bounds. I don't know if he wanted to, he forgot. He should have just went straight up the field, but pickup of about 7.
Yeah, they catch that, and depending on the defender, you have in your head, I'm going to put an inside move or an outside move on, and he caught it, and he rolled outside, spun outside, and he stepped out of bounds. Forgot how close he was to the out of bounds. So
2nd down and a long 3 for the Bulldogs. That did stop the clock, so the clock's not rolling right now, but Coach Schmoppin taking his time talking to a couple of receivers and to Derek Warren as he goes back into the huddle. A formation, look, a slot and a wide out either side. Parra about 2 yards behind Warren in the pistol. They got a guy up in a gap, and they're bringing the other guy. Going in motion is Fuentes, going to fake that and hand it off to Parra, and he's going to get forward about a yard, but that was all fighting on his part.
Well, they defended that well. Jeff Fuentes went in motion. They faked it to him, trying to get people moving that way, and handed it to Parra coming back the other way. But Perez, number 11, was not fooled and made a good tackle.
So a timeout taken by Goddard here to try to, with 3:56 to go. I think we'll go ahead and take one as well. We'll be back after this timeout.
Devon Energy is proud to support Artesia High School athletic programs. By partnering with Artesia, we're making an investment in the long-term future of our community. Sports teach discipline, teamwork, and leadership, skills our youth will use to succeed for a lifetime. From our team to yours, Devon Energy wishes you good luck this season, both on the field and in the classroom. Go Bulldogs from Devon Energy.
All right, both teams still in their huddles near their sidelines. They're about to come out of that timeout by the Goddard Rockets. They've got one left. We have 2.
Go ahead.
I was going to say 3:56 to go.
It's been weird to me. It's a weird feel because, as you mentioned several times, our band is up competing for a state championship, so we got a DJ here playing music. And the music, it's usually the band playing during those times. Right. So it's just a weird feel for me with the DJ playing.
And just so everybody knows, Robbie's up here singing and dancing.
That's right.
All right, so it's going to be 3rd down and 2, and he's a good singer and a great dancer. Snap is back, hand it off to Parra. He's hit in the hole, and he's not going to get it.
That's a great defensive play by Perez and number 25 for the Rockets, and that's Romero. So they hit him before the line of scrimmage and wrapped him up and did not let him pick it up.
Timeout taken by Goddard. We'll go ahead and take another one as well. Artesia's got a decision to make. We'll see what they decide when we come back.
Hey Artesia, gear up in style at Bulldog Outfitters, your one-stop shop for all things Bulldogs. Under new ownership, Bulldog Outfitters has got you covered. Show your Artesia pride with gear that stands out, from t-shirts to hats and everything in between. Our team can make your ideas come to life. Open Tuesday through Friday, 10 to 4:30 at 1409 West Main in Artesia. Custom orders? Call 575-736-4951. Bulldog Outfitters. Shop local, support local, and let's go Bulldogs.
All right, so we do line up to punt it. It'll be Corbin Dominguez back there, 4th and 2 at our own 38-yard line.
Back deep is Kyle Mosqueda for the Rockets.
Snap is back. Kick is up. Nice kick. High kick, and it's going to take a Bulldog roll and then kind of go sideways. So the Bulldogs are down at the 25-yard line. So Goddard, Robbie, there's a lot of time left here. Now, they're a running team, which takes a lot of time off the clock, but they're down by 10. They got 3 minutes and 35 seconds. Bulldog defense needs to rise up right here.
Yeah, I always say as a coach in the passing game, right, just throw it up because there's more good that can happen offensively than bad defensively. One is an interception, but your receiver could catch it or there could be pass interference. So you may see them throw the ball down the field here a little bit.
3:35 to go, and Goddard with the ball at their own 25-yard line in the middle of the field as Vasquez comes into the huddle. They came out trips the last series, and it looks like they're going to do it again. So trips to the right side, one receiver to the left. Vasquez, the quarterback, with a running back to his left. Snap is back. It is going to be a throw. He's going to throw a little inside screen, and he gets by, still on his feet, running down the field all the way out to about the 41-yard line. Good play.
Oh, it is. That outside receiver is coming in under the other two receivers. It's hard to defend, but it looked like the Bulldogs were coming up and we're going to stop him at the line of scrimmage, and his speed got him around him, inside of them. So good job, and that was number 5, Mosqueda.
All right, so 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line, 3:18 and counting here in the ball game. Trips again to the right side. Snap is back. Kneeled down. That's a dead ball. As the quarterback, the snap was low, ball hit the ground. He went to one knee when he picked it up. And they're out of timeouts, Robbie, so they can't stop the clock here. It's going to be 2nd down and about 16.
And he's still having the quarterback go all the way over there.
So he comes back in a lot faster than he has been, I'll say that. Trips to that right side. Running back to the left is Gibbs of Vasquez in the shotgun.
Need an interception here.
Yeah, snap is back. He is going to throw, 3-man rush. He steps into one. He's got a receiver down there, and he's going to catch it. Oh, boy, it was underthrown. We had 2 defenders there, Robbie. Neither one of them got around on the ball. I thought it was going to be picked off, I'll be real honest with you, but they didn't see it or they just didn't get to it.
Oh, Marco Soto and Charlie Campbell were both back there, and neither made a play on the ball. The receiver's the only one that made a play on the ball.
Yeah. So, again, I don't know if they didn't see it or what happened, but a big pickup for the Goddard Rockets. They're at the Bulldog 26-yard line. A lot of confusion on their receivers, but they're getting there. They have plenty of time on the play clock. Snap is back, going to turn, hand it off to Gibbs. Or no, that's actually 21. He's going to be hit and tackled in the backfield, so they're going to be about a 2-yard, maybe a 3-yard loss.
Yeah, he ran into a wall that time, tried to bounce it outside. Marco Soto's tired of that, so he wrapped him up and drove him about 10 yards deep, so huge loss on the play.
4-yard loss it ends up. 2nd down and 14 from the 30-yard line. 1:55 and counting. A lot of time they're taking. They're just not used to having to run a hurry-up offense and throw the ball.
No.
Oh, that was a false start. Oh, they missed it. No call. Throw down the field. That's in the air, but it was behind a guy that would have picked it off, and he's holding his head, but there was no way he could get to that.
Trying to get it to an in route to Castillo. Villa made a great play, got his hand in there, and knocked that ball up into the air. It just deflected it and went into the air. But, yeah, I mean, Castillo out there, he jumped about a second early.
Yeah.
And
well, I said it because I was the easy call, I thought, but no call. All right, that was Charlie. He tried to stop. His feet slid off from under him. He saw a pick, but he could not stop his momentum. 3rd down and 14 at the Bulldog 30. Trips to the right, one receiver to the left. Bulldogs bring some heat. They're going to try to run that, and it's on the ground, incomplete. They tried to run that little slip screen again.
I think Marco Soto got his hand up on that ball, and he tipped it. So, coach your defensive lineman. If you can't get to the quarterback, get your hands up. So, good job.
That brings up a 4th and 14 at the Bulldog 30. 1:40 to go in the ball game. A 10-point lead. Both teams well under their scoring average. Lots of turnovers on both teams. They're both going to go out of this game thinking we got to cut down on those. All right, so 4th and 14 at the 30. Trips to the left side this time. One receiver to the far side. Vasquez with Gibbs to his right. Or no, that's 21, isn't it? They changed the play. Snap is back. Bulldogs going to come in hard, and it's going to be pretty good defense again, and it's going to be incomplete. And that'll be a turnover on downs. Bulldogs, offense will come onto the field with 1:34 to go. The game's over in effect unless we fumble it because we can just kneel it.
Well, I was just Castillo again going down the sideline to Dale Villa step for step, but great throw by Vasquez because it went over his shoulder and he had a chance to cradle that in at the 1 yard line. He just couldn't make the catch. I mean, Villa's there, but that was a great throw.
Really good throw. All right, so it does fall incomplete, so it'll be Bulldog first down, and all we have to do is kneel it right here. Let the clock run down, kneel it twice, and we're done. Bulldogs are going to get this win without a fumble. We can't fumble the ball. Trips to the right side. He is going to stay in the shotgun. But we're not in victory formation. Snap is back. Going to turn and pitch it. Parra to the left side. Cuts inside. And he's going to pick up about 5 yards. I don't know. I think all we had to do was go into victory formation up there. Maybe we'll do it now. Pick up a 5. It'll be second down. Pick up a 4. No, that's 5. Second down and 5.
So telling Parra, I mean, he could have sprinted towards the sideline to maybe get around those guys, but telling him be sure and stay in bounds.
Yeah.
So he just ran right to the defenders.
18 seconds on the play clock as Warren was over talking to Coach Maupin. And now he goes back out. Gadsden 54 final over Santee. They 50-point them. 49-21 Roswell over Mayfield in the fourth. And 46-12 final Lovington over Deming. So there's the rest of our district. There's the victory formation. And with 41 seconds, I think that's going to be it. It looks like the play clock and the game clock are in coordination. So the Bulldogs are going to get this win. 24-14. Let's think. I want to go ahead and get the post-game show going, Robbie, but let's think about this and come back and give our final analysis. Guys, Chevrolet post-game show. Let's go.
Home health care is health care in the comfort of your own home when you cannot care for yourself. Home care services can help someone who has chronic health care issues, medical setbacks, or health impairments. J&J Home Care has the best skilled nurses and therapists for any of your special needs. So why pick a stranger to care for those you love when you can pick your beloved neighbor with over 30 years of experience? J&J Home Care is here for all your home care needs. Call us now at 575-746-2892 or visit us at jjhc.org.
The Artesia Historical Museum and Arts Center now has their very own website. Visit artesiamuseum.org to stay up to date on events and exhibits. Look through historical photos of Artesia, submit research requests, and more. For information, please call 575-748-7345. Stop by the Artesia Historical Museum and Arts Center at 505 West Richardson Avenue or online at artesiamuseum.org. Open Tuesday through Saturday from 9 to 4. This ad paid for by Artesia Lodgers Tax.
Out on the road, here's a driver putting tires to the test, getting service and pricing that's always best from Ben. Big O's Ben. Lowest tire price, guaranteed. He's the man that you go to see. It's Ben. Big O's Ben.
Right now, get $50 to $100 instant savings on 4 select in-stock tires with installation purchase. Plus, 0 interest if paid in full within 12 or 6 months. Big O Tires, the team you trust.
God, come to First Church Artesia at 4th and Grand. We're a family of believers putting Christ first, preaching the Bible with reverence and uniting all ages in family-integrated worship. Sundays at 10:45 a.m., experience the timeless truth and heartfelt praise. We're reaching Artesia with the good news, living all of Christ for all of life. Check out artesiareform.com or find us on Facebook, First Church Artesia, where faith thrives.
Family owned and operated for 4 generations, Forest Tire is here to service all your tire needs day and night. With your busy travel schedule, what you need is a tire that can keep up. Like the exceptionally long-lasting Michelin Defender tire with an 80,000-mile warranty and the safety you expect. You can lose track of time and focus on what really matters. For all your tire needs, brakes and alignments too, Forest Tire Company is a friend you can always count on. Forest Tire, keeping you rolling since 1944.
RE/MAX Axiom, located in the heart of downtown Artesia at 402 West Main, Suite D and E, is staffed with certified full-service professional brokers. Whether you're buying or selling a home, the professionals at RE/MAX Axiom will lead you through every step of the process. Visit their website, remaxnmaxiom.com, or call 575-255-0111 to speak with a licensed broker. RE/MAX, voted the most trusted name in real estate, and RE/MAX Axiom are proud supporters of our community and all Bulldog activities. We have a big name, but a small town feel. We rise by lifting others.
All right, the Bulldog band recorded, just played our alma mater, and the Bulldogs will go out and talk to Coach Moppin here, Robbie. But the final score, 24-14. We don't have any final stats. Josh couldn't be here this evening, so we don't have any final stats. But, you know, to me, the biggest stat of the game is 24-14. The Bulldogs get the win. They do stay perfect in district. They're going to stay in that number one ranking. But maybe a really good learning experience for the Artesia Bulldogs, and a great game for Goddard, even though they've got the loss.
Yeah, I think their coach right now is telling them, look, guys, you just hung with the number one team in the state, 24-14, down by 10. Just a couple of more breaks in the game, and we win this game. And so I think Goddard's coming out of this. And for me, too, as big as they are and athletic as they are, we may see them again in the semifinal or final game down the road, because they're really good. And so I think it's a great game for them. For the Artesia Bulldogs, I think, you know, we talked about it, hadn't said it on the air yet. I think it maybe a little hungover from beating Roswell last week in Roswell, and thinking, okay, now we're going to kind of coast through the rest of the district. And Goddard had a different attitude coming in here tonight, and the Bulldogs, you know, 7-7 forever in this game, and finally got the running game going with Parra. Never did get the passing game going tonight, which is credit to their defense, but just never really did. So good thing we're versatile, right? We're not one-dimensional. Running game with Parra running the ball, and the offensive line, you know, doing a good job there. So I don't know, for Artesia right now, Coach Moppin's talking to them saying, guys, this is how easy somebody can come in. You know, Mayfield's coming in next week, so I think the Bulldogs need to really, you know, hone some things tonight.
Well, I'm in agreement with you. They get the win, and that's what counts. It goes down as a victory. But a lot of learning experience for Artesia. You know, hadn't beat Roswell in several years at the Wool Bowl. So that was a big, you know, and number, you see this in the pro level. I mean, you know, you have kind of a trap game on something after something like that. And so it's hard to hold against these 15, 16, 17, 18-year-old kids. But on the other hand, they were resilient. They stayed at it. Our defense played really, really good. I mean, Goddard got that drive there toward the end of the ball game that was really their best drive of the whole ball game. And they got that touchdown. But other than that, our defense really shut them down. And I know they got 14 points. We said it 5 times. They got that turnover and the ball on the 3-yard line there in the first quarter. But great defensive effort. Obviously, we were scoring, I don't even remember what our average, 40-something points
42.
a game, 42 a game. So, again, as you pointed out, give Goddard credit. Their defense was prepared. They did a good job. We didn't have our best game in the passing game. You know, it just happens. But we get the win.
Well, it's hard to sustain that for a season, right? We talked about it. We're in the 9th game of the season. We're kind of surprised, you know, gosh, we're already in the 9th game. And to come out and execute night after night after Friday night at a very, very high level, it's very difficult to do, even for, you know, Artesia's offense. They've been doing it since 7th grade. It's just very difficult to do. They had a great game plan against our offense. They've got 9 games to break down our tendencies, knew what we're trying to do, and they shut down Eglin. They shut down Byers. You know, so they did a good job. And it's a great learning experience. I know a lot of times when we've lost to Roswell at this point in the season, we said that's not necessarily a bad thing because they'll refocus and then we get ready for the playoffs. This isn't – I'm glad we won, but it's not necessarily a bad thing either, is to refocus and say, okay, now we need to hone it in and not have another game like this.
Yeah, tight win, and we haven't had one of those really. Even against Roswell, it was a 3-touchdown win. So,
and when's the last time we said our defense kept us in the game?
Well, our offense usually scores at will, and so the defense, although this year's defense has been pretty salty, but in this case, shutting down Goddard the way they did gave the offense some opportunities and ended up getting those 24 points.
Yep.
All right, Bulldog fans, we want to thank you for joining us here. We're going to go ahead and jump ahead to talk about next week. We've got the Mayfield Trojans coming to town. The Artesia Lady Bulldog volleyball team has 2 home games next week, so both Tuesday and Thursday night. And I guess I can read this. Next Tuesday, we're taking on Lovington at 6 p.m. We'll be on KSVPTV.com. On Thursday, the girls are taking on Portales at the pit. And again, we'll be on KSVPTV.com. And then, of course, Friday night football here, Bulldogs against Mayfield. We'll have that on the radio and TV. Tomorrow, Texas Tech versus Oklahoma State on KSVP Radio. 1 o'clock pregame, 2 o'clock kickoff. So Texas Tech, I know we got a lot of fans here. New Mexico Military Institute Bronco football versus Trinity Valley Community College on KSVPTV.com tomorrow at 2. And then I've already given you all the Bulldog stuff, although on Thursday night, Texas Tech Coaches Show will be on the radio at 7 p.m. So that kind of wraps up what we're doing on KSVP Radio and online next week with Pecos Valley Broadcasting Company. I should have got the list of all of our folks, but I did not. I think Oscar was our producer tonight. We want to thank him, thank our camera folks, and I'm pretty sure we had 3 of those. Probably had also a scorekeeper that was keeping track of that. So we have a great crew here with KSVP Radio, and of course my partner Robbie Blue. This is Joby Hodling, and I hope you have a great weekend, and we'll see you next week.
Hi, this is Danny Kirkendall with Guy Chevrolet Company in Artesia. We're celebrating 100 years in business here on the corner of 1st and Main in Artesia, and we invite you to come see us for your new Chevy, GMC, or a just perfect pre-owned vehicle. Our GM certified team is ready to assist you, so give us a call at 575-746-3551 or visit us online at guychevy.com.
Guy Chevrolet, celebrating 100 years at the corner of 1st and Main in downtown Artesia.
Did you know that God values relationships? At Faith Baptist Church, we exist to begin, build, and broaden a relationship with God and with others. We want a relationship with God through faith in His Son, Jesus Christ, as our Savior. And we also want a relationship with others in a healthy biblical community. Come join us as we strive together to go from where we are to where God wants us to be. 10:30 on Sunday mornings and 6:15 on Wednesday evenings.
401 South 20th in Artesia, or visit fbcartesia.com.
That concludes this presentation of sports on AM 990 and 93.7 FM KSVP and online at ksvptv.com. Bulldog football on AM 990 and 93.7 FM KSVP and online at ksvptv.com is presented by Abo Empire, Artesia Animal Clinic, Artesia Credit Union, Artesia Ford Sales, Artesia Historical Museum, Artesia Plumbing and Heating, Artesia Public Schools, Big O Tires of Carlsbad, Bulldog Outfitters, Buckhorn Productions, Kane Electric Supply, the City of Artesia, Deans Incorporated, Devon Energy, the Eddy County DWI Program, Edge Safety, Faith Baptist Church, First American Bank, Ben's Country Market, First Church of Artesia, Forest Tire of Artesia, Guy Chevrolet, H&R Block, Hermosa Church of Christ, Hawker & Sons, Incredible Printing, J.S. Ward, J&J Home Care, KC Light Towers, KFC of Artesia, La Fonda, Lois Oliver, Mac Energy, Major Supply, Nels Floral, Permian Construction, Pressure Services, Reliable Tin, Remax Axiom, Smile Expressions, Southeast New Mexico College, Cape Branch of Artesia, Turpinning & Sons, Western Bank, Wilbanks Trucking, Trans-Aero Medevac, Amigo Machinery, Artesia General Hospital, Bob Reed Pest Control, Central Valley Electric, Eastern New Mexico University Portales and ENMU Roswell, Maupin and Brown Dentistry, Pecos Valley Equipment, Roswell Seed Company, and Trustmark Roofing. Thanks for tuning into this special presentation. We now return you to your regular scheduled programming.
They use another wand. It's a powerful saber.